but the people in the chat were either his supporters that didn't like, because I gave the book an honest review. I didn't bash the book. I didn't praise the book. I said, I like this about it. I didn't like this about it. But I had no backstory at the time when I did that. I had no context of who the writer was, which seemed like that mattered more than the book to a lot of the people.
Right.
And so everyone was either really mad at me, calling me this, that, and the third, or either people really loved me and took my opinion and then extrapolated from it. I'm like, I didn't say that either. That's not true, and I didn't say that. So I looked into it, and yeah, he looked like he was doing one of the culture war channels, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then he just decided to switch over to a comics. We had a built-in audience.
Right, exactly, and that's where all the money came from. Is from a built-in audience. They didn't care about the book. They just cared about supporting him because he didn't like the things that they didn't like.
Exactly. Well, they were just supporting the cause. You know, might as well. I guess that's like he pretty much passed around the offering plate.
Right.
Yeah. If y'all can help support the cause, support the cause.
Right. But then the problem is that after you were a success and you kind of, so my thing with a lot of stuff like this is that people spend way too much time complaining about things they don't like. Right. So in my mind, show them how it's done. Right. So if I'm going to spend my time complaining about whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is, movies, comics, games, I need to put my money where my mouth is and make something, because I know how it's done, right? Because I can talk about how these things aren't working. If I know how it's not working, I should know how it works. And then you put your money behind it, you get this thing done. And then once you win, then you need to focus your shift to helping others, right? So what he did, but you got to stop complaining about the product because you beat them, right? You won. There's no reason to talk about the other guys anymore because they lost to you. And then what that is going to cause is for them to either pay attention to you or try to shun you out of the system.
Yeah, I think that he did for a while, because you know there's man, I don't even know how to categorize it, like, because there's more self-published comic people than just this, but it's just like a clique inside the bigger self-publishing comic creator sphere. But you have like the Comicscape people that for whatever reason fell out with the Eric July people, and
well, it's taking sides. Like eventually in those kind of things, when you're anger farming, people are going to take sides.
Okay.
Those kind of things. And then it's going to be, and like you said, that when you did your video, it was either they were really against you or really for you.
Like, and I said in the video, like, I'm like, hey, like, I even talked about it, like a relative sent me this because they saw it on the news, the regular news, you know, not like comic book news, not social media news. It just got mentioned on the news. Independent comic creators. This mean that Marvel and DC have competition kind of thing. And that it's like, oh, Mark reads comics. I wonder if he wants to know about this.
Yeah.
I had to look up who Eric July even was to see that he was a YouTuber kind of thing. I'm like, okay, he does political stuff. But yeah, the video did good for me, so I ordered the second one just for funsies. You know, like let me do this. It was funny. Like I had fun. It was a big laugh for me and the people that like are on my live streams regularly. We were talking about the comments, you know, and stuff. It was kind of funny.
Right.
So
I think that there's not a lot of middle ground with this, because the problem is that we've kind of turned complicated things and try to make them very uncomplicated. It becomes like sports. Like my team's the best team. They can do whatever they want. They can cheat. They can steal. They can do whatever. But if your team does it, they're wrong, and they're the worst.
Exactly. But I reviewed the second one, and the video did well. Got a lot of conversation. But I noticed that the book wasn't that good, to be honest with you. Like it wasn't inherently bad. There's nothing bad about it, but like having been a couple of years now, I think it would be like if it came out today, it would be like comic made by ChatGPT is how it feels. I'm not saying that's what he did, but that's how it feels. And I was between the first and second one, I kind of familiarized myself with the territory a little bit more, and I was kind of watching some of the social media spaces after it, and come to find out that like the art was so bland because like the artist was using like digital assets, like free digital assets, like like drag and drop images and stuff. And it was all, and it wasn't just like, it wasn't impressive ones either. It was ones from like free programs from 10, 15 years ago that people that were his detractors easily were able to go find. It was, yeah, that's wild.
Right. But I mean, and then that's the funny part. Like you made all this money, giving you the ability to make the best thing you could, and then you kind of like cut the corners. So
yeah, and I can't like say that that Eric July knew that was happening, because if he's not an art, like I didn't know that's what I was looking at when I was looking at the book. It just looked like some, this is kind of plain. This is kind of bland. They could have been a little more bombastic or but and maybe they improve along the way. I don't know. To each their own.
Right.
I'm glad that he's created a successful space for people to use his platform to get their books out. Like, that's awesome. I'm glad he has an audience. Like you said, he was kind of doing the culture war thing, and he was complaining about the industry, but he went and he made his own little corner of it. So
exactly. And I said that I give you all the credit in the world, because you put your money where your mouth is and you made something. You didn't like use it to say that just every day, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Well, go do something about it. That's what you're kind of standing in front of a building and there's a guy hanging out the window. You're like, someone help him. I'm like, dude, you're standing right there. Go do something.
Yeah, put your phone away.
Right.
Go up there. But yeah, I'd say like hopefully it becomes successful. It becomes something good.
Yeah, I mean, there's is a massive amount of kind of small press. It used to be small press before indie or however you want to call it, spaces and books. I mean, they kind of like outnumber the mainstream books, but people don't know about them because as a creator, the hardest thing to do besides making the product is selling the product. Like, people can make a book all day long, but I don't know how to sell it.
One thing people don't want to talk about the books that are outselling the industry in major ways because of who's outselling the industry.
Yes.
Because if you look, who's like the #1 self-published comic seller in the game?
Besides July,
EVS. Ethan Van Sciver. Like, he dominates the space, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, but
about a single Cyberfrog, and I know like he's very controversial, but I'm not getting into any of that or even trying to unpack it. But just looking at just sales data, because it's an alternative place to sell comic books, and we're going to be talking about your comic book here in a second. People that have been watching my show know my buddy Jonathan Medici launched his Kickstarter last month and stuff. But like when these people are coming in to look at like examples of who can I learn from, who can I try to take cues from, who should I reach out to for advice, and you see these controversial heads,
right?
It's like, oh man, what do I do? Like, are they approachable? Am I going to get in trouble if I try to, like, am I going to get canceled for talking to them? Like, that's kind of an unfortunate thing for people. It might be a little scary.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, is that you kind of like will get, like, if something smells and you get too close to it, you're going to start to smell along with it. And it's going to hurt you along the way. But at the same time, it may help you, because now if you're able to navigate their space that they're in, but like I said before, is that once you start forming factions within that, like, who, like, does it divides up the audience then? Because now you've got people on one side of the fence, people on the other side of the fence, like sports and politics, where no one seems to have any middle ground. So you're not going to be able to sell to that other group because they don't like the guy that you talk to.
Yeah, it's like, you have to try to gamble. Like, well, all right, well, which audience do I want to attempt to? Since I clearly can't go for an all audience, which audience am I going to gamble for? Like, that's unfortunate. It is what it is. That's the nature of things. Right. Graham, I heard. I know Chuck Dixon was writing a book over there, because when I was saying that in my review I did for #2, I'm like, I think I want to stop here. Nothing again. Like, I don't have any ill will toward any of these people. I don't watch that much YouTube outside of my own little personal, my debates and my conspiracy videos that I absolutely love falling asleep to at night. And then just kind of more like hanging out with my friends on live streams like we're doing right here. Like if I have time to get on YouTube, I want to be able to talk to people like, hey, Izzy, how you doing today, kind of thing, even if it's just in a chat. But I did see where Chuck Dixon went over there because someone told me like Chuck Dixon's coming in. I think there's a couple other creators that are working for him. But ultimately, we even got into this before we went live because Marvin has his book The Edge, and I was talking to him, and I was wondering, with that book's been going on for a little while now. You're up to like, are you on? How far are you into like the second trade paperback?
So the second trade was issues 5 through 10. Issue 11, it was supposed to come out next week, but I just got an alert from Comic Hub that the book was at one of the local comic shops. So I'm like, okay, it's out now. So issue 11 is out now, I guess. Issue 12.
Exactly, AR, exactly. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the whole thing is that if you're it's a farmer. You're a farmer. You're farming either negative or positive. But the problem with that, when you farm negative, it can't last. You can't be mad forever. You're not Kratos. You can't be mad forever.
Yeah, and even if that's not your thing, like I mean, that's just the nature of society post social media finally settling in. You're gonna offend someone along the way, and if you offend somebody with a big enough influence, it could financially affect you, and you'd have to make some shifts and changes, or you have to proceed. You have to proceed from there.
Yeah,
right. But that was something that I was curious about.
Right.
Yeah, that was something I was curious about Comicsboro because I know that it's been around for a while. I like trade paperbacks, and I like that you did that with your last one. And I ordered that Kickstarter and got the trade paperback, and I got the one that came with all the floppies and everything. It came with a lot of cool bells and whistles. I kept the trade paperback, and I paid those for it. I think Flash by Night has those. Yeah, Flash by Night has the floppies and the posters and stuff. And I kept the trade paperback, but it made me think this is a big enough universe.
Yeah.
Like, is that something with Comicsboro, with the Edge? Is that something that you're looking at, like bringing in other writers potentially to carry some characters in their own titles to kind of make for timing purposes, if anything else, like if an issue of the Edge hypothetically comes out every 3 months, we could have an issue of a pick character coming out off of that. So you know what I mean, just to get the pace up.
Right. So when I started this like back in 07, 08. So I had a big chunk of books. So I'm kind of just releasing stuff that was already done. So I kind of run out of issues at 17. That's when I run out of things that I had already created, where I can start then possibly shifting focus a little bit. So as part of the Kickstarter for the action figure, there is a Blaine one shot where he's on his own. But Comicsburg is a collective already, so we've got multiple titles. So we got Beowulf, we got Memoirs of the Morbid, we've got League of Cryptids. We've got Grant has a new book. He has another Beowulf out. We've got Theme of Thieves. We got Herrenberg. So
the Den of Thieves. That's Dog Pound's book, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we've got a bunch of titles, and the one thing, and then we've got Page's book, Blowtorch, thing like Page is out of Florida. He's not even in Pittsburgh. So we've already got someone outside of our sphere as part of the group. But the one thing with the Edge is that it's kind of like handing off your child to someone else.
Yeah,
to teach them something. And I think it would be a very hard thing for me to say, all right, go write this. It'll happen eventually, because there's a guy, Jonathan Hedrick, that I do want to work with, and I want to see what other people can bring to the characters. But it's going to be difficult to not pick it apart once they hand me the script and like, yeah, they wouldn't do that, and because all this stuff is in my head, and sometimes it's hard to get what's in your head about like the background and what the characters will and won't do down on paper. But like I've been working up a source book or a Bible, so then I can hand that off so other people can work with the Community Universe.
Well, as far as like handing off your kid, like you've kind of solidified that too, right? Because now, like as of today, I just dropped the link. Is this your first action figure you've done for him? You've
yes.
turned your idea into a physical, human-shaped, tiny person.
Right. So it's with Loose Collector. So Loose Collector back in the past, they did customs. So they did like custom figures for me in the past in 1/12 scale, so the 6-inch. The new standard is 6-inch. And when they
Dude,
start,
Todd McFarlane didn't say that.
yo, well, he went
I'm
7.
just kidding because he does those
McFarlane?
7-inch. Yeah, McFarlane does those 7-inch figures.
Right. He did off proportion scale, so his figures don't scale up with his own figures or any other ones.
Yeah, he's the Apple of the toy industry.
Right, because
We are not compatible with no one else.
Right, so like when you look at like a Robin figure, it scales to Batman. So they're the same size. You're like, no, Robin should be shorter. He should be like 5 inches, and Batman is 7. So yeah, but I mean, he did his own thing. So there's another buddy of mine. He's doing 1/6 scale. So that's even bigger than
those are like 8-10-inch figures or something like that.
Yeah,
This looks cool, man. I'm looking at the site now.
I do want to say I'm impressed. I know it's a big deal for a lot of these Marvel Legends people. It looks like you got thigh swivel on here.
Yes. So it's like 24 points of articulation, which is pretty much unheard of in that scale. So you usually don't get that much articulation in a figure that size. So the 3 1/4 inches, same size as your 80s and 24th anniversary G.I. Joe figures. So working with those guys, because I've known them for a long time, and they started working with, they did Lady Death. Now they're doing Youngblood for Rob Liefeld. I mean, I think they just announced, like, I think Rob got all his characters back. So they did some of the other ones before. Now they're doing like Die Hard and Shaft, and I assume they're going to do Chapel and like it's the whole line. But they're super busy now, so I was really happy that they were willing to work with me on doing my figure and doing the scale that I wanted to do, that I kind of locked in on. Maybe in the future, once this becomes a huge big thing, we'll go to the 6-inch scale. But yeah, so you've got 2 heads, 4 hands, you got the guns, you got the rear holsters, and since it's a comic book, he can grab his guns from his rear holsters because it can happen. It's not real life. So as part of this, there's a one-shot called Blaine High Stakes, where Blaine is going into a casino in Las Vegas to pull out an asset who's running his mouth. So he has some information that I'll reveal later on, that he's willing to give away or sell to the right bidder. So other people are going to descend down and try to either kill him or get the information. So,
Izzy, what do you think?
I'm looking at the site now. I was actually looking at pledging, so I love the figures. I think they look great. You know, it's not often you get figures, you know, from an indie creator that's out there that actually looks the part.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks great, man. I'm looking through it, and stuff like that. I think, and I like the fact that you got the army builder packs, which I think that's cool for us artist types that need figures sometimes to do poses.
Right. So it was actually mentioned last night that maybe you give some that are unpainted. So we're going to do that now. So I'll add that to the Kickstarter. We're going to make them unpainted. We bracket coffee. So we had coffee in my first Kickstarter. So now we've got coffee again. So the army builders you get 1 figure, 4 heads. Yeah, so those are the series 1. So Revenant is series 1, Interim, and then Mystic. So yeah, there's your army builders. So you get 1 figure, 4 different heads, and then there are heads you can unlock as we get closer to goal. And then I added in a pack, so you can get 4 of the army builders. So that.
What does that mean? What does that mean, army builder?
So an army builder is just like, you know, the Cobra soldiers or the Viper figures. So they're nondescript figures that you use to build armies off of. So you get.
I got you.
Yeah.
The red shirts.
Yeah. So if you want to like have Blaine punch people in the face, you want to punch more than one person, or you want to shoot them in the chest. So yeah.
Whack Comic says he remembers when gooning was called edging. There you go. I think those are 2 separate things, but.
Is that Whack Comics? Is that Lee popping out of nowhere?
Lee, you got the link to join in the chat, man. Feel free to hop on here. To see your face, I would happily talk about gooning or edging or both with you, brother. I miss you. Whatever it takes.
Okay, so then, so at 10,000, you'll unlock another head pack because we like heads. We're gonna have a lot of heads in these for these suits.
Be careful! Don't say it like that.
So these heads are interchangeable on the figure.
Yeah. And then that's your. So these would be like the senior staff or your leadership.
And these are for the army builders or whatever.
Yep. Yep. So that's pack 2. So there would be 2 packs of heads.
Dude, that's crazy cool.
Yeah. So I mean,
now this
I
is
did
just
see you guys on
quick
Heroes. That's why I was wondering where I seen you guys.
Yeah,
at.
they
You
got
guys
the big
were-
old table. Yeah,
They had a big table in Heroes, man.
Yeah,
It
cool.
looked like 4 tables.
no, we have 3 tables. Yeah.
The thing, it was
Which
3
is-
tables, but they were at the wall. They were at the wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they made it. They definitely took advantage of real estate. That's what I'm talking about. I think I talked to you guys for a little while. I remember now.
Yeah. I remember talking to you. So it's male and female suits figures. So these will be. So I liken the suits to similar to like Section 31 from Star Trek: Deep Space Nine, but they get into the action. They're not just behind the scenes fiddling with things. So they do get into the action and they do go in there and tear things up.
I kind of blew through this because Kickstarter still confuses me with the 2 different scrolly things.
Oh yeah.
But let me go back up here. All orders will also feature Wildfire Casino poker chips. That's cool. I noticed how poker chips are becoming I don't want to say becoming a thing, but for the first time I had somebody hand me a business card at Heroes Con and it wasn't on a card. They had poker chips produced with their name and logo on one side and a QR code to their stuff on the other. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Because it's something you're not immediately going to trash.
Yeah, I think that was their point too. They saw it done at a comic convention, a comic show that they went to that was held in a what are those big rooms at hotels? One of those big rooms at a hotel, but at a casino. Mm-hmm. So the comic show made poker chips to hand out or something. And they said it turned into an issue. They didn't think ahead of how bad of an idea it was to produce fake poker chips and pass out inside of a casino. It turned into an issue.
Right. So we actually, I'm working now.
Yeah, that's what one of the 3 men. I think it was one of the 3 men in the basement guys. The guy with the long beard, the short guy with the long beard who was at the table quite a bit at Heroes. Is he? I forget what his name is. I feel terrible for forgetting his name. I think he was one of the basement guys. I could be wrong.
Come out the basement, buy some toys.
Buy some toys, yeah. So what's this figure? What am I looking at here?
No. If they come out, they don't come out of the basement. They order toys to make it to the basement.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So that's the lead villain from the first 4 issues, Revenant. So he is one of the major antagonists in the book.
No, I'm saying also, is this a produced figure? Is this a test figure? Is this just a CG mock-up?
That's just a mock-up for Series 1. So there's this Revenant, Mystic, and Interim are part of Series 1. We haven't got to do the Interim and Mystic one yet, but that's what the figures are going to look like and what their accessories are going to include. But that's Series 1. I mean, we've planned out multiple series, and I think each series is going to have at least 4 figures in each series, and then 1 or 2 army builder sets.
I tell you, Marvin, the designs on these are like legit. You know, a lot of like designs. You know, it's hard to design superheroes.
Yeah,
like it is super hard to design superheroes because there's been so many for so long.
Right.
How do you look original? How do you stand out? How do you not look like a carbon copy? And how do you do all that while still looking cool?
Right.
How does this design play to the character's personality? All these things.
Right.
I mean, Blaine looks cool as hell. The colors are awesome. The yellow really bounces, makes it pops. I like the little the suit that comes up a little bit on his face. It gives you that vibes of the 90s a little bit, which I think is like one of the coolest decades to vibe with because comics were never cooler than they were in the 90s.
Right. That's the time when I was really reading. I was buying all the X-Men books. So and that was only when they had X-Men, X-Factor, New Mutants.
Only.
And they had 2 X-Men books then. Like there was Uncanny and X-Men. That was it.
Not for long.
Uncanny.
Not for long.
Right.
It was what wasn't it? It was Uncanny. It was X-Men. It was X-Force. It was New Mutants. Then you had the single that
Excalibur had to still be going.
Excalibur.
And
You
then
got
Wolverine
Excalibur, and then you got Wolverine, and for a short time we had Cable. There was a lot of mutants rolling around there.
And the books were $1.25 then. So,
whew, that's steep.
Yeah, I go a little further back.
Right.
So tell me about the campaign. It looks like you're aiming for, what was the?
It's
15,000.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how much does a normal campaign for a book go for? Like, what do you set your book, your single issue floppy? What's the target goal on those normally?
3 probably. And like, so I haven't done a campaign for a single issue. I did the trades twice.
Okay, got you.
So I did 5 on both on those. Oh no, I did 4. I did 4 on those.
Toys are a lot more expensive to produce,
right? But I mean, at the same time, is that I feel like in some instances, if you set high goals, it kind of like makes people like weary until it gets close. I mean, that's what I'm really glad that we got the $5,000 so fast, because it shows that people are interested in it, and hopefully that helps push it forward. But I've seen people struggle at like 1,000 sometimes on Kickstarter, like 500. Some people have struggled. And I mean, I feel like that the more of these you do, the easier it is for people to go, oh yeah, I know this guy, I'm going to back it, because we get backers coming back every time. But I mean, my plan wasn't to do a lot of these because it's time consuming to set it up, and then time consuming having to watch it, and time consuming having to promote it, because it takes time away from other things that I have to do.
Yeah.
So like my buddy Grant, he does single issues for us. So he's done like one for Beowulf. He did ones for League of Cryptids. He's doing the Memoirs of the Woodwork one. So he does all the single ones for his book. And then he did some ones for the trades. I mean, I'd love to do that, but I just get like kind of right. There's a lot of anxiety involved with Kickstarter to me.
I can imagine watching John launch his was scary as hell.
Yeah,
because his is a trade paperback. You know, he wrote all 6 issues out, and he'd worked on this for over 10 years, just slowly as like a passion project, and never expected it to take that long to get to a release point. Hell, I don't even know if Kickstarter was a thing when he started writing this, but
right, yeah, 10 years ago, yeah, Kickstarter was
10 years ago. Kickstarter was a thing. It started. Because I remember I was into I got into Kickstarter right at the early stages, which was like 2008, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been around since that long.
Nice. Well, it's definitely more known now than it was then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a pain in the butt back then to get people to go into Kickstarter.
Yeah. So he looking at how much money, like it's hard to even quantify how much money you have into a project that you've spent over 10 years working on. You know what I mean? It's
so when I calculate doing this, I would say that the average you're spending on a single issue of a book is like $2,000 at least. Yeah,
and he set his Kickstarter goal at I think 6,700. He's like, for anything less than that, like I just have to not do it. Right. And not because he's trying to put money in his pocket, because just to print them all, ship them all, cover costs and stuff, and have like something. This stuff is wildly expensive, and same with the toys.
Yeah. So
I mean, this is a whole nother venture. Is this your first outing with toys?
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, it's been, like you said, like it's been years and years and years to get to this point, because we actually had this up on the website for pre-order for two years. So I was looking at, say, okay, let's try to build it up through the website and then get into production like that. And it was just moving too slow. So I decided, okay, let's just do the Kickstarter. I really wanted to just do it really slow, but then I didn't want people who waiting 4 or 5 years to get their figure, because
you don't need people that pre-order it to die.
Right.
Wow.
Or just they get frustrated, because someone did contact me. Is like, is this ever coming out? And I said, yeah, we're getting ready to do the Kickstarter. And I just get a refund. I'm like, sure, you can get a refund if you want. And I said that once the figure is out, hopefully you'll come back and get it. He's like, yeah, I will. But I mean, you never know. I mean, it's like even though it was like $30, and I mean, maybe the guy needed $30. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I was happy to give him his money back because I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to be fair with people. I don't want you sitting there waiting forever for this thing.
Yeah, the rule of thumb usually is have everything prepared to go, right? So everything's prepared to go. Once you get your backers, really the purpose behind the backing is to get to the next project, really, and that's what a lot of people do. It's hard when you're at your first project to do that, right?
Yeah.
Because the goal here is really to get people to know your project, get people to understand the project, what's the purpose behind the project, and then ultimately continue to fund the project. And that's kind of where you want to go with. That's why, you know, crowdfunding is so hard sometimes, especially when you don't have a following at the moment. Building a following is the key here. And then, you know, being able to fulfill what you promise in an orderly time. And I think that's one of the hardest challenges. And that's why some projects don't last, because by the time they get that point, they should have everything ready to go. The minute everything's done, that money that they have isn't really to pay off everything that's going to happen. It's to pay off the next project and to continue to think that way. So sometimes you do have to double the stakes just so you can have that money ready to go for the next project. So
and I would say that anyone who's doing one of these is that it's time. Time is money. So and when you kind of have to take a chunk of it for yourself, because you have to, that time that you put into it should be going back to you as a payment in some cases. So if every dime you get off the Kickstarter is going to fulfilling the Kickstarter, you've made nothing. Like you just made a product. And now, like, what do you have? I mean, you have the product to show for it, but then you've got nothing going back into, like you said, into your next project. You kind of like tapped out. So now you're starting over from scratch again, doing another Kickstarter, and you're kind of like, okay, now I need money to build this product again and like pay off what you already paid for. So like it's one of these things where you're like trying to figure out how it works. And this is why it took me so long to do my first one, is that I built an audience. I was so far ahead in the book that, okay, I can do a trade now. I want to do a trade. And then I was far enough away with the second trade, I was able to do that second trade. And then now we're going to try this and see how it works. He's getting harassed and beat up now by munchkins.
No, the dog came running in here, and then Monkey came in here. I was playing with Abe. He's running for his life.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. So we've got new cards into the set. I'm getting ready to add a new character to the set. I talked about him yesterday on social media. He's called his name is Rev the Revolution. So his job is to go into area, start a revolution, and then walk away and just see.
So he worked for the CIA?
Well, no, he's not trying to install a new person into power. He's just there to stir it up. So that card should be going up either today or tomorrow. I'm waiting for the updated art on it. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. You've got the one shot, you've got the figures, you got the army builders, you got the cards, you got the poker chips, and
are those on here?
Should be the chips should be near the bottom, I think.
All right, let's take a look at it. Hey, this thing is super posable.
Yeah.
24 points of articulation. Now, there will be some that say they're holding out for 25 points, but don't listen to them, Marvin. Ignore them.
Yeah, I forgot that. Let me drop it on there real quick. Yeah, I forgot.
Did I miss it? Who is this?
That is Kyred. So Kyred is the villain that appears in issue number 10. So okay. He has a hammer that he is able to charge with, kind of like other energy. So he actually in the issue 10, he actually attacks a nuclear power plant, wrecks it up, and then absorbs the nuclear energy into his hammer. And he goes. So you're familiar with the large Hadron Collider?
Say that again.
It's the Large Hollander Collider.
Large Hadron Collider, where
There
they
you go.
discovered the Higgs boson particle and also
Yes,
confirmed that Bob Lazar was 1,000% right with his UFO declassification when they found the stable element.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
So
heard
he
of it.
smashes that up too with his hammer.
Dude, man, I was just gonna reference Big Bang Theory or something. You just had to go that far, didn't you?
Hey, speaking of Big Bang Theory, there's this movie with Sam Elliott and Antonio Banderas. It was a B movie back in 2011, I would say, called Big Bang Theory, and it's about somebody activating a Large Hadron Collider. And you know, the big fear when CERN fired it up was like, what if we destroy the Earth on accident? And that's like that's like what the movie's kind of about. It's a private investigator getting into stuff that ends up in front of Sam Elliott, who's like a scientist at a large collider, and they fire it up, and it does in fact do just that.
I say it's worth the risk.
Some people credit the collider with sending us into the multiverse.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sorry to interrupt. Back to the Large Hadron Collider.
That's like kind of the story on this humongous guy comes in and starts smashing stuff. Like what's the consequences of that?
Oh wow, he's creating the God particle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he absorbed it into his hammer, so.
Oh my God. Well, if you want to get into it, so the biggest UFO not declassification, but whistleblower in history was Bob Lazar in the 80s. And he was talking about this element 115 that they were working with at Los Alamos Labs back in the 80s, and everyone called him a kook and called him crazy. That element wasn't discovered until they fired at the Large Hadron Collider, and it appeared for a split second. That element is like what they were studying and trying to use to figure out gravity. We have a theory of gravity, but we can't do anything with gravity. We can't the movie Interstellar. They were trying to solve gravity so they could get the ship into space to save humanity, because the ship was too big to launch in space and too big to build in space. So they were trying to solve gravity the whole movie. But that element that was discovered for a brief second at the Large Hadron Collider could potentially be the key to solving gravity, much like the movie Interstellar. So this dude, with the elements, he can do all kinds of cool things if you wanted him to. He has access to particles and stuff that nobody else does.
Right. Okay, so if you refresh it, they're on there now.
Let me refresh it then. Boom shakalaka. Go to the bottom now?
At the top. I put it right where I mentioned it.
Daddy?
Yes, sir.
Did you see my other blue?
Higher or lower, Marvin?
Lower. Well,
there it is. Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's the Wildfire Casino. It's a resort and casino. So something I just invented. I mean, I didn't want to use like a real casino or anything. Even though there's a Wynn casino in Vegas.
That's pretty cool. Are you a big fan of casinos in real life?
No.
Come on, man.
So I've been inside of a casino 4 times in my life, and I have never gambled. So.
The God particle is the nickname for the Higgs boson particle, Caroline.
It's all right, man. It's overrated.
Check out the Canadian Defense Minister Paul Heller on aliens. Yeah, there's a lot of good guys. I promise you,
right.
I go to sleep to this stuff. This is how I sleep at night. Is this stuff playing in my ear?
So just keep in mind, like I introduced those things into the book for reasons. And
yeah,
we're unlocking a lot of different stuff right now. So I was saying that issue 12 was in previews last month. I'm not sure who still orders from Diamond, but I mean it's
nobody in their right mind. Where are you getting that? That's a good point. I'm glad you bring that up with all the
Lunar, baby.
Diamond. Where's the edge going to be if you
we're working on that now. So we are talking with Lunar about carrying the books.
Is that the other option?
Penguin is kind of locked off.
I gotta put the kids in the car.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna put someone in the chat, in the private chat. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's actually good. Excuse me. It's in the private chat for you.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yes.
Yes, he's definitely a good guy.
Yeah.
Don't think you know me, because then he'll say no.
No. So I'm waiting for him to actually ship books. So he's not shipping any books until next month. So I'm trying to see how those things are going to work out for him. But we've talked. But like I said, I mean, I don't care who it is. Like we're willing to do multiple distributors, like it was in the past, like it was back in the 80s and 90s, where there were like 12 distributors. Like I said, we're still with Diamond because we don't have any other options right now, and we do some direct to stores stuff, but I can't manage all that by myself. So we work with like 250 stores.
Yeah, it's tough.
I cannot manage that on my own. So I need a go-between to I ship them the books and then they ship the books to the stores. I can't ship all those books. So I just did that. So
it's a full-time job, man. It really is.
Yeah. So for local comic shop day, we're Comicsburg is a bronze sponsor. The stores are getting an issue 1 of The Edge with a gatefold cover. And that I had to ship 200 books. And I'm like, I just packed them up and I haven't even shipped them yet because I had to get them into the little wagon cart and drag them down to the post office. It's right down the street. But again, it's daunting, man. I just don't want to be a distributor. Like I've been doing it and I don't want to do it anymore. It's not easy. It's painful and it's time consuming. So I mean, I have it on our website, so I'll drop that.
Yeah, it's the administrative side of things that people don't see.
Right.
People only see like the artwork, the creative behind it, but the administrative side is such a daunting task for a lot of people. And I think that's where people fail.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that was the thing that Marco and I were talking about. Like, so there's the creation, there's the selling of the book, and then there's the back office. And some people are really good at creating something, but they can't sell it. So when we're at those conventions and we're continuously, hey, come over to our table. Here's this. People can't do that. They don't have that outward voice to actually sell that thing. Like a door-to-door salesman. Like you got to have a pitch. How am I going to sell these vacuum cleaners so I can eat dinner tonight? And then there's the back office stuff where it's the logistics, it's the invoicing. And I do all that. So I do all the invoices to Diamond, and I do all the solicitations to Diamond. And once we move on to someone else, I'll have to do that also. But I don't want to ship the books. I don't want to pack them up. Yeah. I like when I do these Kickstarters, I have to do that. So I had to pack 134 packages last time. I packed 160. And once we get this done, like it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of packages I have to pack. So the boxes come to me. I have to unpack all the boxes. I have to then look at the list of people who backed. All right. So now I have to create a list, get that into my shipping program, create labels, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I mean, I think something you mentioned beforehand, which was the table. Right.
Yeah.
So one of the things about table space and trying to get people to your table is having a presentation and two, having a pitch. Right. Yeah. And I think one of the biggest challenges I see people go through is that they don't know how to start the conversation. So they do the same stupid conversation. I hate to use it that way, but it's true. Hey, how's the weather? Or, hey, I like that shirt you're wearing. Or, hey, you like Batman?
Good morning,
stop doing that, guys. Stop doing that. That's what I'm saying.
Marvin, ABX here carries your book.
Yeah. So they did order for local comic shop day, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Paul's carried it for a long time.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, is that
it's all part of that whole thing.
Yeah. And then so I am also the retailer guy. So I have to communicate with the retailers. So I have to keep in contact with the retailers and make sure they're happy with our product. So it's not just put it into the catalog and walk away from it. I have to communicate.
You're the guy that pays themselves for numerous job positions. I see what you're doing here.
Right. I take a little bit off the top when the checks come in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Marvin.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hey. You have just explained like my nemesis, which is also going to the post office, which is in like the fourth dimension for me, right? Like it's too hard to get there. What you need is an assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah. You just need someone to run that stuff. Get a teenager, pay him a couple bucks. Boom, boom.
So we're right now working with University of Pittsburgh in their college general studies. So we're going to get some interns.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, hey, I feel some shipping upon them.
Right.
Make sure to get you coffee. That's all that's for.
Right.
And I'll drink coffee, but make sure to get the coffee.
So I mean, we're blossoming right now, and I want to say this very tactfully. 2020 was a boom for us, and that's put us on the map. And it's sad to say that because everyone else was pencils down and everything was closed. And that's when everyone started reaching out to us saying, hey, what do you got? Because we need product. I'm like, oh, we've got a lot of stuff I can send you. So, I mean, we've only grown from there. And like the action figure is just the next step in our growth. And I'm hoping to expand that out even further and do like more action figures. Maybe we'll do some vehicles. I want to do the team's plane is called the Equinox, and I want to do that so bad. And I priced it out, and I'm like,
What about a Funko Pop?
So we were thinking about going in that kind of direction, but not a Funko Pop, but something of that nature.
Bobblehead-ish.
And then but the market has crashed on those things.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. So I mean, I don't know if you heard recent. So, back in the 80s, when Atari did the ET game, and they overprinted, and they ended up burying them in a landfill. So earlier last year, that's what the guys who do Funko were burying those pops in a landfill because they had.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Let's get some shovels.
Yeah. They've reached market saturation on that. Like, I don't know how they stay in business when having all those licenses. How do you?
Doesn't everyone in America have 4 Funko Pops? What's going on?
Like there's a Funko Pop for everything that's in pop culture. There's a Funko Pop for. I saw one. So have you ever seen the Skeletor meme where he's like, he says something goofy and then he runs off? There's a Funko Pop for that now.
That's everything. That's everything Skeletor says, man.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you stay in business as a company? And I know they lost a lot of money in 2024 also, but I mean, it's not tenable. So like we back before we did these, and I think I've got like 2 or 3 of these left. These sold really well. So we went from kind of like the static figure. Now we're going to do the articulated one. And I'm sorry to say that the prototype for the Blaine figure had like multiple accidents, and he lost his arms and his leg. I was able to get the leg back on.
You can use him for like, Carnage playing,
right? It's kind of funny because if you guys know Paul in the 619, he wants this so bad. And I feel bad selling it to him in the kind of the condition that it's in.
You should send him a piece at a time in a box,
or like in a ransom note.
Well, do you know the Roman Emperor Commodus would go around and find people without limbs, with nubs like that, and he would bring them in, and he would tie snakes. He would tie snakes to them and like other wild creatures to fight what he thought were mythological creatures from like the story. So he'd be fighting like a half snake, half man, when really it was just a dude that had a nub and a snake tied to it.
Well, he called him exotic animal jockeys. He didn't call them
a lot of lead poisoning.
But I mean, I feel like that's a good plot for a villain, really.
That's like mega villain stuff.
Isn't that like
that is Dr. Evil level of just villainy.
Like laser beams.
Yeah.
And Claudia,
freaking laser beams attached to
laser beams on the freaking beds.
So,
I got this is the Higgs boson particle right here. Right up here. They collided some particles, And finally, they had a collider sensitive enough to detect that when you blow her up, she decays into beta particles.
There you go.
Beta quarks.
So it's kind of like, was it Love, Death, and Robots when the humans left the Earth, but only the cats survived when they got to the
Yes.
Oh yes, I remember seeing that one. The one cat that survived.
Yeah.
She's the god. She's the goddess.
Mark, I threw into the chat the gatefold cover that's for local comic shop day. So you guys know about local comic shop day?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So it's Saturday, September 27th. It's run by Comics Pro. So Comics Pro is the only retail organization that's left standing. So because Diamond doesn't have one anymore. So they are the ones who like talk about like everything that's coming up in comics over the year. Let's go back up. I think it's I don't think it loaded. There was an image right there, but it does look like it's loading on your screen there, buddy.
No, it looks. I'm all loaded up. You want me to refresh it?
You can try. I mean, yeah. I mean, the image not loading. Okay. Yeah, it's. Yeah, something's stopping it from loading up. But I mean, that's the cover for issue 11 that's out now. I think.
Wow.
The artwork is
That's
solid.
some great artwork. Can I just say, like,
yeah. So yeah, I mean, we want to
point
be
of view.
professional. Like, we don't want to put trash out there. There's enough trash out there. We don't want to. We don't want to add to it.
Gorgeous. Can you scroll back up again, Mark?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Like no.
The middle one is insanely great. The one on the right of it too is also insanely great. I love them. Oh,
The middle one, low-key, reminds me of some Phoenix stuff, but
yeah,
it's like Jean Grey finally made it with Cyclops, and that's what came up. Is this energy blowout?
That's our character Randa. So I consider her to be like a human battery, so she can absorb any kind of energy. She can absorb, but if she uses all of her energy, she falls into a coma and she probably dies. So
yeah, that's not good. So
I
she's
thought
got
she
to
was
keep charge.
like a generator.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. A
Like,
battery.
when in doubt.
You have to continue. Like you buy batteries that don't charge. What happens? You throw them in the trash when you can't use them. So that's her.
Cool.
So that's what the Edge is about. Like they have all these wonderful powers that they can't control, but all the powers have a built-in weakness. So
it's finite.
Yes. So the character that's part of the Kickstarter, Blaine, his power is he can create energy barriers around himself, like an Invisible Woman, but he's breathing in there and he's building up CO2. There's no oxygen.
God.
So he can build bubbles, but he chokes.
Well, after a while, he runs out of oxygen because there's no oxygen and there's no water or trees in there to absorb the CO2.
And who is the artist? Who did you get to do all this stuff?
And I'm going to say his name. It's Mark Louis Vunkukiak. And then
nailed it. You nailed it.
No, can you say the last word?
Mark V.
Can you say his last name?
Vunkukiak.
Does it start with a V?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's Philippine. He's from the Philippines.
Okay,
so
cool.
Then he's only Mark V from now on. So on the covers, Mark V. On the inside front, we have a full name.
Mark V, guys.
Yeah. Because like people say, "Hey, who's the artist?" I'm like, "Oh man, you're gonna make me pronounce his last name."
Man, I'm gonna massacre this name right now.
V as in Vinkudiak.
Yes.
V as in Vendetta.
Yeah, so I mean, like we've got a whole universe. Like I said, issue 12 was up for order. Unfortunately, it's still in Diamond. We're trying to get with Lunar, but everyone's trying to get into Lunar. So it's like this whole entire everyone into the pool at the same time, and there's not enough room for everybody. So we have to be patient and wait.
No, you have to be squeaky. You got to be the squeaky part of the wheel that gets the grease. That's what
right. Oh, we tried that. So are you guys familiar with Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the studio?
No. So Universal they distribute to Canada, and they were part of the team that bought Diamond, but now they have a game distributor in the United States. So now they're distributing DC and a few other books through their game distributor arm. So we've been talking with them like 3 or 4 years. So I'm squeaky willing them continuously.
And where are you located?
Pittsburgh. Well, I'm sorry. We're in Comicsburg.
Comics.
Good save.
That sounds better than Pittsburgh, actually.
Real quick, what's up, Dirge? He says, "Go Birds, eagle, eagle, eagle. That is all devil fire." I have to read Dirge's.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, this is where we're at right now. We're doing toys. I'll probably like once the we get to the trade again. So that'll be issue. I think issue 15 ends the current arc. It's called God's Thunder. With the apostrophe behind the S. And the elite villain is Kyrad, as I said before. He has a huge hammer, but he can throw it, but it doesn't come back to him. So I don't want to get sued.
You ought to put like a little, like a lighter leash on it. You know, these people have a little clip they put on their pocket and they pull their lighter out, and they can just let their lighter go and it just reels it back in.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people throw hammers, and you could say he boomerangs the hammer.
I see he's got a tether on his wrist like a child.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, so he can't lose it.
Put like an air tag on it.
Right. So
how did that hammer go? He throws his hammer, has to pull out his phone. All right, let me find this shit.
Right.
I have a great idea for you for a toy marketing idea.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of all the plastic small figurines that they make, why don't you make some Chucky-like big doll that's plushy that some child could hold?
You're a weirdo.
So it's kind of funny. So Grant, his book Beowulf, has his cat. His cat has 2 different eyes. The cat is named Mooney, and the cat is a wizard. So the cat talks, and he's teaching Beowulf how to be. So the Beowulf character is reincarnated. So he's teaching this guy named Victor to be Beowulf. And I've been at him for like 2 years to do a Mooney plushie cat.
See.
And like I think we're ready to do it. But if I do a plushie, it's going to be a Revenant plushie. Like this guy who's a nutcase and carries knives is going to be the character that I would make into a plush. I think people would love it.
That carries knives, so it'd be fluffy with knives?
Yes.
That doesn't seem like I could cuddle with that very nice.
Well, you said like Chucky. Chucky has knives.
Does he have knives?
Yeah. Chucky has anything sharp that he can hurt you with.
Chucky's
like the dangerous Halloween candy version of a toy.
Right. It's like what was it, Brad Chucky with the Tiffany character, and he pulls a knife out, and she says, "Is that thing permanently attached to your hand?"
Yeah.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, but it's what the one thing I always say about what we're trying to do is like it's education and entertainment. Like we're doing stuff with schools, so we did like a chat with PA Cyber. Their question was, parents were like, why do my children want to read manga and comic books? They don't want to read regular books.
Because of stories.
So we did a whole seminar on why you should be reading comics, because comics are a gateway to other books. And we brought up literacy rates. So you know that literacy rates in this country are terrible.
Are ass.
Dismal.
And
No child left behind.
People don't read comics is like they used to, and it's because comics aren't as readily available as they used to be. So you used to walk anywhere and they had comics. You went into your grocery store, there were comics. You went into a 7-Eleven, there were comics. They were everywhere. You had newsstands that had comics. And it's a gateway to me. I think that I started reading comics, and then that led me into other books. So there are comic books on relevant topics. So you've got like Dracula and the Frankenstein monster and other books. And they were really happy that we were able to kind of explain why they like this thing and not that thing, because eventually they're going to want to go into that thing because they're going to want a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I've always brought up myself the concept with comics as well as there's a lot of reading disorders. As a dyslexic, reading is much easier in comics because it's broken into small pieces, which makes it much easier to comprehend, to take that comprehension at a bite-sized level versus walls of text.
Right. Yes. Right. And then you have the visuals there that help help carry the story along.
Mm-hmm.
But then one of the parents did bring up that like comics are confusing to read. And I said, because whatever book you picked up, the artist didn't know how to draw your eye. So comics should always be a Z pattern. It shouldn't be anything ever stacked, and nothing should break borders unless it's absolutely necessary to the story. I saw a book once where the paneling went down, back up, like in up and down.
Oh, you were reading There's Something Killing the Children. Worst panel layouts in the history of comics.
Yeah.
Right. And you can't do that to like, especially to a new reader, because that'll make them never want to read another comic book because they think that's
it has to be done with purpose. It has to be done with purpose, right? So everything
odd flex.
You have to,
So-
Odd flex.
Oh yeah.
you have to
Because
know
I
the
have a
rules
very,
before
like-
you can learn how to break them.
Well, I
Right,
have
really.
a very like rigid learning structure. So like the way
Can't confirm.
I would not always read the panels in correct format because they would have them in different ways and just assume that you would follow it.
Right.
And you don't necessarily do that. But it's because I was I'm going to read this way and down. I'm going to read this way and down. And that's not necessarily the format of all comics. But with kids, I think, yeah, there you go. I didn't.
Do you remember how big of a deal it was when these artists back in the day started breaking those golden rules that you're describing, Caroline? Like Howard Chaykin with American Flag, when you just
My
had a
brain
character,
stopped working.
when you just had a character that happened to be standing up large in their panel, and that one character kind of exceeded his panel. That was a crazy idea. Or
there were thought bubbles going all around, and so
that's way beyond what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking those first baby steps they made and stuff. Like it was crazy.
Kirby kind of started that trend, right? So that's part of the reason why Kirby
Chaykin with American Flag really started breaking.
Chaykin did it. No, but Kirby was the innovator of that kind of style. Chaykin refined it. Then you had like guys like Michael Golden that was part of it, and Simonson was a big part of it. The 90s took it to a level of confusion.
Yeah,
I think, and
Dream and rocked the mic.
It's just like they Ralphed on the.
They just wanted, exactly. A lot of these guys just wanted to do that because they saw all the other guys doing it.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, and
the format,
and that's because like the artists who were popular then were pinup artists.
Yeah,
they weren't telling stories. They were,
which is kind of the problem today.
Right.
Adam Hughes.
Well, I mean, there was one X-Force book where it was all pinups. Like Rob Liefeld did a whole book of pinups.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped reading
comics.
There's a
couple of books like that, though.
Yeah.
No, that's why. So I had a much easier time consuming Copper Age material. So than I did once we hit about 92, 93 with Volume 2 of X-Men. That's when things started getting like. But that's when Image was formed and things got a lot more experimental. And then the comic industry was kind of getting threatened because we had the advent of new forms of media, because around the mid-90s was also when Al Gore invented the internet. But when the internet was coming around. So there's a lot of things. But I think from what Rob Fatstack said, one of the greatest things I've seen comics do is help English as a second language people. There's a lot of people and even just regular kids that are born in America that don't fucking like to read. This is a great stepping stone, and it helps give you context, and it prepares you, and it gives you a more robust arsenal as a reader going in, and you're going to have to start creating that imaginary content yourself. It's a ramp.
Do you remember the ramp where the ramp stopped with picture books, and you would actually read a book without any pictures, and you're like,
I quit. I'm out. No pictures.
You're like, where's the pictures?
That
There's
was
only
like
one cover.
That was my third year of college.
Oh, bless.
Right, but I mean, that's what I say is that you can kind of take a lot of those novels like Romeo and Juliet, things like that. There's comics. You can replace those with comics just to give someone a leg up on that, because like you said, is that like I know people who like you give them a novel to read and they'll fall asleep reading it because
instead of Cliff Notes for Othello, you're
right.
going to make them think about it.
Even the Cliff Notes make you fall asleep sometimes.
Right. It's not exciting enough. Because you need that visual, because some people's imagination can't create that visual in their head. So you give them something visual to read.
Sometimes it's not even falling asleep reading a novel. It's not so much that it's, again, not the visual aspect, because I can visualize all stuff, but again, it's very fatigue. If you have any kind of challenge reading issues, even if they're diagnosed or not diagnosed, it's extremely challenging and taxing and exhausting trying to read. After several pages, it all starts to blur in your eyes. You get really heavy, and you just can't. You just end up, if you don't give it up, you end up nodding off during it, and that happens to me all the time with full novels these days. And even before I became freaking, even if I'm not sitting in my recliner, madam, just just out there, it happens. And my youngest, it has struggled with it for a long time as well too. Fortunately, finding things like books on audiobooks that you can play along with you while you're reading or something like that to help
dyslexic sure that helps. Talk to speech or whatever, when they can when they don't have to type it, they can just speak it. That's a huge leap for them.
I don't have my cell phone on me, but I sent Stephanie my pictures of my mom. She had LASIK done yesterday.
Like my biggest challenge has always been staying focused on what I'm reading. So I could read something and I'm reading the words and my mind just wanders off, and it happens frequently. Even to this day, it still happens. Reading a comic book makes my mind focus on the page because I'm looking at the artwork. When I start to lose focus in the wording, if I'm reading something like Brian Michael Bendis where it's mostly words, I would have to focus on the imagery, and I think that's the brilliance of comic books. Comic books brings art and literature together, which is there's really no other art form like that really does that. And I think it's more well respected than it was, let's say, in the 70s and 80s. But I think even now there's still people out there that still don't get why it's important. Right. And unfortunately, those people also happen to be working for those stupid companies. So
right. And that's what the parents were. That's what their question was. Why do they want this and not this? And I think we did a really good job of explaining why your children so there were this was 10 to 17-year-olds. They were on the call, so plus the educators and the parents. And it was good. It was really good. And we're going to be doing more of those because, as I said, the entertainment and education, you bring those things together, and you can light someone's eyes up, and you give them a goal to do themselves, because they all say, "Oh, I want to make comics. I want to make comics." Good, go do it. Because go do it, because that's all. You want to do something, do it. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, this isn't a dress rehearsal, people.
No.
I got to show you. I took some really good bribery pics of my mom in the car yesterday.
You can't make me big, Rob, can you?
Bringing her back from LASIK.
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
Can you make me big?
I got to do this so she'll get pissed off, but I got to put this in history somewhere.
Preface it. You started up, okay?
Yeah. So I got some pictures of her on the way back after LASIK, and this is it. And she didn't know about it. There was no consent involved.
Which she's recovering from, sir. Yeah, that's nice of you.
Oh yeah, no, I sent it to her, and she said, She's like, "You're burning in hell for this," and I was like, "I love you, Mama. You are so cute."
I think I picked the right one, but maybe this one's better too.
Oh, poor baby girl. She was precious. They brought her out in a wheelchair, and I was like, "Oh, Mama!" And the lady pushed me down to my SUV, and I was like, "Thanks for taking care of my mom."
Can I just say that when she sent me these pictures, she also ended it with a nice X-Men.
I didn't mean to do that one.
Not only am I thinking about my mom, but also, Steph, here's this great X-Men I got.
That was an accident. But yeah, okay, I'm the worst daughter ever, but I think maybe a Christmas card with that could be good. Could be good. Don't worry, Rob. I'll never do it to you when you get LASIK.
I already had LASIK years ago.
Oh, did
I
you?
got a red eye
Yeah.
going
Does it
on right
work?
here. Look at this thing.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
worked for
God,
you.
right? Oh my God.
For
What's that?
I don't know. I
when I
woke
had
up that way.
Let Rob talk.
Sorry.
when I had my LASIK done like 15, 20 years ago, actually 20 something years ago, they told me at the time, they're all, look, we can fix your nearsightedness, because I was extremely nearsighted, couldn't see, make out your
Far
eyes,
away.
couldn't see anything, hardly anything. Like I saw people's faces, even people
Blurry.
within the same room as me. It was only dark spots where their eyes were and their
No
mouth
shit.
was. I couldn't,
you're blind.
super
Yeah.
blind. So fully done, better than 20/20 vision for years, no problem. But he told me, he said, look, I can fix all that. Someday though, you're going to hit like 45 years of age. He says, you're going to need reading glasses. I can't, that's a different ball of wax.
I can't fix what you got, bro.
That's just part of that's just part of what's going to happen naturally.
Yeah. Okay.
And so sure enough, around 45 years of age, I started needing reading glasses. So that's what I wear today, are reading glasses. When I get up from the computer,
you take them off.
I take them off to see things normal, to drive, to do all those things. It's just the stuff that's up close. So
I don't think you had your glasses on when I saw you at Heroes.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have. If I had them on, they were on like this.
Yes.
Most of the time you saw me, because they're up there, so that way I can, when I need to go look
browse
at
through books
close,
or something.
Yeah, otherwise they sit on top of my head most of the day.
Got you.
Where are my glasses, honey?
So my mom had contacts and glasses her whole life. And so this was, let's see if you can try this. You may not have to have glasses after, but we'll see. There's a really good eye institute here that's connected with Vanderbilt, but it's like it's the Wang Institute. And I don't know, but there's been a lot of successful LASIKs that have come out of there.
I think Brad said it best.
What?
You need a monocle, Rob.
I need a monocle.
Monocle. Like Mr. Peanut.
Monocles can be imposing.
Perfect for how we threw Rob back in the olden ages.
Didn't Penguin have a monocle?
One day with the monocle, and
Penguin did have a monocle.
There was someone else that had a monocle too.
Mr. Monopoly.
Yeah.
The Peanut, Mr. Peanut.
I'm thinking, like, was there like it's like a bad guy and a Batman, and I'm trying to think.
The monocle.
Is his name really?
I don't know.
Shut up! I was like, are you fucking?
That's like a perfect villain name, though. Be honest with you, right? There you go.
Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe.
All right, Marvin. Next bad guy, the monocle.
The monocle. There you go.
A cyclopean threat.
That'd be so cool.
Oh my god!
The monocle.
So to be clear, there actually was a DC villain named the Monocle.
Izzy, you son of a bitch.
The character is Jonathan Cheval. He's a supervillain and enemy to Hawkman.
Wow!
Began his career as an optician, and had developed.
I knew there was one. I knew
a monocle to take
he
revenge.
knew those opticians were up to no good.
I knew there was.
Yeah,
any profession could be
created by Gardner Fox and Joe Kubert. First appeared in Flash Comics 64.
Yes, there is one. I knew there was one.
Isn't there like practically? I mean, if they make Ant-Man, He-Man, they've come up with everything, haven't they?
Like, what is like? Let's be honest. What is a He-Man? Let's really go.
He-Man.
Yeah.
He-Man was
he's like
a pretty girl's haircut.
Like,
He-Man has two Y chromosomes.
He-Man has been pronouncing his pronouns far longer.
You know what I'm saying? I was gonna just say that. He was the pronoun guy from the beginning. It's like, what are your pronouns? He-Man.
What are your pronouns?
So it should have been she-woman.
It's like, not him. Not him.
No, but I will say
it was already taken.
When I was watching He-Man as a child, after He-Man would come on She-Ra, right?
Yep.
Awesome, because I'm like, oh yeah, She-Ra, and She-Ra, I would think like, all right, She-Ra's gonna be so strong, and powerful, and And like He-Man gets up and he always raises his sword and he always says, what? By the power of Grayskull, right? And She-Ra gets up and she goes, by the charm of Grayskull. And I'm just like, what? Like, come on.
Weak
Like,
sauces
we
in
get
it.
the charm. Like,
Ain't no charm in Grayskull. Ain't a damn bit of charm in Grayskull.
I don't remember her saying that.
yeah, she does. She does. Watch it.
Was it Legacy
As a
of
child making that notation.
wasn't it Legacy or something of Grayskull?
But she says by the charm.
No, I gotta Google it. 'Cause I don't remember.
Thank God someone's Googling this. It has been irritating me.
Well, I think we're all Googling it now. For the honor of Grayskull.
Yeah.
Honor or is it for the charm?
Or the honor.
She thinks it's
It was-
charm. She
I
just
thought
put
she
it in
said
her head.
charm.
It was
I was
charming to
wrong.
think that, but it's
It was charming.
for the honor
The
of
honor.
Grayskull.
The honor's all mine, Grayskull.
And then when she finally transforms, instead of saying "I have the power" like He-Man was says, she'll just say, "I am She-Ra." In case you didn't know,
I have no power or agency, but I'm She-Ra, bitch.
I got this
Thank you for
skirt.
saying that for me.
What do I do now? Ah!
I still think one of the funniest things is when Hordak tells Skeletor that he stole the baby from Randor, and Skeletor just goes, "What?"
Oh, I love
What?
Skeletor. And Hordak was a
What's the
scary
result?
looking villain. He was a great looking design.
Yeah, it's a skeleton with a robe.
No, Skeletor, not Hordak.
Yeah, Hordak's a
Hordak was
different type
a
of-
bat. He was a human
He was
bat.
a bat. I didn't know
Yeah.
what he was. He
Yeah.
was something. Yeah. So there you have it. For the honor of Grayskull.
So did you know that the toy line preceded all of that? Like they released the toys with no
Yeah.
lore.
Yes.
Yeah, they had the little mini comics, and that was the storyline.
Mhm.
And those mini comics are money today.
Yeah.
Actually,
Are
I've
they?
never seen one of them at a
Eric
show.
Thompson brings up a good point.
I know that's
I've seen
kind of
them.
part of
I
it.
think my LCS has them. They're like this size,
Yeah, they're little mini
Oh,
digest style.
or they're tiny.
Yeah,
They were in the packaging.
Ah, and the packaging. Okay. He-Man figures couldn't fit through the door of Grayskull. I mean, it says something, doesn't it? Maybe
that's
not
just
the
the
best
way-
planning.
oh, they're gym boys.
That force man.
You know? It's like,
And then you can smash their chest, and
Everybody talks about Barbie body dysmorphia, but nobody bothers to talk about He-Man dysmorphia.
Like market fruit.
like in all fairness, Barbie dolls
he's got a
were
30
like 8
weight.
feet in comparison to the Barbie house. They were huge in comparison. If you put them in the Barbie house, they had to like squeeze into the door.
And none
I
of
don't
it
know
That's why
what
the door
Barbie
is
house
always
is.
open.
Izzy, how do you
Because
know
I had sisters.
I am so
I
jealous.
have sisters.
Daughters.
Oh, and your sisters were loved
My
by
daughters
their
are not
parents.
into. My daughters are into My Little Pony. They're not into Barbies.
My
I love My Little
youngest
Pony.
had a. My youngest was into the Monster High dolls, which are basically the same height, but so had the 3-story dollhouse that the
Yes. Monster
taken
High
over.
Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, they got into Monster High dolls long before they became like the rage that they are today and stuff.
Mhm.
And so like then later on, when my kid got like graduated from high school, got into college age, and wanted to get back into after we had gotten rid of all their dolls and wanted to get back into them, I was like, oh. All right, cool. You want to start collecting your stuff from your youth? Fine, whatever. I went online and I'm finding like vintage, still in package dolls and stuff, and was paying like big money for a couple for them, and then they proceeded to immediately rip them out of the box. What the fuck are you doing? And they're like, oh, I want to put them on display. I want to be able to do stuff with them. I don't want to just leave them in the box. I'm like, oh, that's information I wish I had known before I spent money on in the package fucking collectibles.
Maybe you didn't see the disclaimer
I
on
could
the
have bought-
wrapping paper. but
I could have bought loose figures for next to nothing.
Mhm.
Son of a bitch.
I thought you were gonna say, Rob, that when they wanted them again, you just went up to the attic and got all their old toys out.
No, I have no attic.
this is in
No attic,
California.
no basement. It's a single
California.
single level. Yeah, small.
Hello?
Ranch style.
Small home. I have them about 8 feet above sea level.
Oh, God.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm like
the
300
bay is
level.
the bay is right over there. If you
Can you see it from your house?
Right behind the wall.
You can't see it because there's buildings in the way. But if there was no buildings in the way, then probably you could at least see the levees that hold the bay back. But
Okay.
yeah, it's I don't have a lot of that, and you can't build up too high where I'm at either because the airport is right over there. But you could build 2 stories, but I mean not.
But you're in a little valley, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm over in the I'm over near the Niners Stadium.
Are you in a 1-story or 2-story, Rob?
Just 1 story.
Okay. Are you worried about a tsunami hitting?
No, never.
Why?
Because first of all, every tsunami that's ever happened in my lifetime here in the West Coast has turned out to be nothing more than like 6 inches of water splashing, or it's been just extra wave activity. But it's nothing. It's not like walls of water. That's first A. B, in order for the way that the bay is shaped.
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom of the bay. The opening for the bay is in such a way that if there was a giant wave coming at us, first of all, there's a mountain range, the coastal mountains between me and the ocean.
Oh.
So the other side of the Santa Cruz, they'd get wiped out.
Oh. Okay.
But Santa Clara in the valley on the other side of the mountain, not so much. The only way water could get to me for that would have to go into the bay and then turn suddenly, instead of going from west to east, suddenly turn south and then head down straight south.
Maybe
and that's not how it's not how waves work.
That sounds like a master plan for the monocle to take over.
waves would come in and they would dissipate as they exit the mouth of the bay, the narrowing of the bay, and it would spread out, but it would never have that kind of energy by the time it gets to where I'm at.
Okay. Are you offered flood insurance on your property?
Absolutely. Mostly not because of the ocean or the bay, but because you have creeks and rivers that run down, that drain into the bay, right? From all the mountain stuff. So we have the Guadalupe River is basically 150 meters down, from us, a couple blocks away. When I bought the house, we were required to have flood insurance. Since then, the Army Corps of Engineers completed projects and changed the flooding, the likelihood of a flood, and we're no longer required to carry flood insurance. But I still do, because the river and the bay never moved. And when you take away the requirement for flood insurance, my annual cost of flood insurance dropped from like $400 a year down to like $40 a year or something stupid. Yeah, it's like, okay, why would you not at that point keep it? Because none of those things change. Now, do I have earthquake insurance? No, like most Californians, I don't.
Welcome, Justin.
That shit's expensive.
Most importantly, Rob, do you have fire insurance?
Yes, absolutely.
I thought of you and Justin yesterday. I was getting my hair done, and they had this great setup of beard oil that really looked cool. And I was like, dang, like Rob, Justin.
I thought of you yesterday, madam, for the exact same.
I need to get my beard oiled.
No.
Now, shall explain my absence this morning, and I apologize, Mark. Apparently, last night when I left my computer, I forgot to turn off my Bluetooth headset, and my phone was connected. My phone was connected to the headset that was on my desk, even though I was sitting in my recliner. So all my alarms were going off in my headset on my desk, and I never heard them.
Classic Rob. What did you stay up late watching or doing?
I was staying up. I did watch Wednesday. Then I was watching some stuff on Instagram and YouTube, and then
I hear you.
And then after it was midnight and I should have gone to bed, I stayed up to watch Peacemaker.
Oh, you sound like you had the same night I had.
Don't worry. Well, we don't really do spoilers. I think out of everyone that I talked to, you're the least hyped of them all.
Yeah, it was like another episode of Treading Water for the most part.
Well, it is Rob we're talking about.
Has anybody caught up on all the Dexters?
Rob is pretty much whelmed.
Anybody
Don't
watching?
get me wrong. So from a story standpoint, advancing the story, from what I remember, I admittedly I need to rewatch it because I've nodded off multiple times during it. But from the pieces I got of it, the story seemed like it was pretty stagnant. But however, there was a lot of action in this particular. So if you're one of those people who typically your grade goes higher when there's more in the ones that have more action, Mark, then your grade is probably really high on it. But if you're evaluating it from a story standpoint, it's pretty steady with where it's been thus far in the previous two.
Yeah, it had a little bit of character development in it, and of course, a shocking. Yeah, there was a shocking beginning.
Reveal.
So we'll still leave it at that. Yeah, reveal. Which was when they watched the episode, you go, "Whoa!" It was like that.
I don't think you were too shocked if you're thinking of talking what I'm talking about. I don't think you're too shocked when you go, "We're going into another universe." A and B, the title of the episode.
Yeah, the title of the episode afterwards gives it away. Yeah, so don't look at the title. That's a spoiler.
Me and Rob were talking about it on the members only stream. We were discussing the title of the show because we did the stream, the members only stream last night before the show, like pre-gaming the show. So that was actually that shocking reveal. Me and Rob talked about in detail about expecting it that episode.
Yeah,
I don't know who put the titles out ahead of time, but Sector.
I think before we talk about anything, I know Marvin put in the private chat that he has to bounce soon. So
yeah.
Is there anything else, Marvin, you want to share before you have to head back out?
Yeah, sure. Hit up the Kickstarter. And if you don't hit the Kickstarter, hit up Comicsburg Comics, especially The Edge, and just have fun.
Thanks, man.
All right. You guys have a good day.
Marvin. Check out his current Kickstarter for the action figure is pinned in the chat. So y'all go over there, take a peek at it. Take a look at it. See if you want 24 points of articulation in your life. Or are you going to be that prick holding out for 25? Only you know the answer.
Is the 25th prick?
That's the special edition.
Well, if you're the prick holding out for 25, is the 25th his prick?
The prick itself.
It's the prick itself. Yep.
Nice.
There you go.
That's just our kind of articulation you need.
Yes.
So I'm like Rob. I did watch Wednesday. I did watch the first episode of The Return of Wednesday.
Before you go down that rabbit hole, Izzy, I want to go back in time to 3 minutes and 27 seconds ago. Madam, I am not caught up on Dexter. I have to binge this season still. Has anybody else watched any Dexter?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, nope. I've watched Zero Dexter.
It's so good. Peter Dinklage is in it. Oh my gosh.
I'm hearing nothing but this is like the best season yet.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, because Kristen Ritter's a crazy one in it too, right?
Yep.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just say yes and agree with me.
I know.
You sound
all
like
right, Izzy. I know.
I don't any spoilers, but I think this Dexter is it takes a minute to get into it, but once you get into it, you will not regret.
It sounds like you're like a man trying to convince a woman or something. Just say yes. Oh, come on! You won't. In a few minutes, you're just gonna love it. Trust me.
Say yes, and if you don't like it, I'm gonna.
And in a few minutes, you get to go to sleep.
All right,
love it or go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch all of the new 4? Was it? Rob said it was 4 episodes.
Wednesday,
right?
It's 4 episodes. I only watch one at a time.
The latest, the second half dropped.
The second half dropped.
Yeah. Yes. No.
It dropped on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. It was on purpose on Wednesday.
It was. I thought it was fabulous.
Wednesday's Child.
It's a fun show. It
definitely answered our question, Mark, about the 3rd season.
Definitely coming back.
It ends on a cliffhanger. That there's like if they had ended the show the way it did, it'd be like one of those things where it was like only because it was blindsided. It was like one of those things where you like they had fully intended, but it was definitely set up to be like okay, yeah.
Well, they made this season the way they broke it up. I think they broke it up really well because it's almost like 2 parts of a season. It really is 2 parts of a season rather than a full season. Like if you watch the first half of the season, that's its own story arc, and now we're gonna go to a new story arc with this second half, which I like.
Not really.
They're connected though, and not to say that they're not connected, but they are two parts. They're definitely two parts.
Yeah, there's an overarching story to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's a fun show. It gets very cheesy at times. Like the sheriff, she's like one of the worst actors I've ever seen because she's always with that stoic look and stuff like that when they talk. And so she's like the worst character, but everybody else I love.
Well, and it says sometimes they're comic book characters, but I mean it's kind of the world that.
Yeah.
It is, but at the end of the day, it's a
fun show.
I absolutely love the show, and I think there are some great character development. There's some interesting. There's some different things that were, definitely unique in this show to how historically the Addams family have been portrayed. There's a lot more of the whole family in this particular season for anyone who hadn't seen it.
Yeah, everybody's in there.
But the things that. Where there's some divergences from what typically you've seen them portrayed, they make sense when you think about the fact that they're aged up and how teenagers become or young adults become as they try to find themselves independent from their parents type things. Those types of things, you just go, yeah, okay, they amplify and they present differently. So there's definitely some. At least the one thing I will say is that there's some, not as much as I'd like, but there's definitely some character growth from our main hero in this versus, say, like Arrow or something else. Some of these other comic book superhero shows where the character never seems to learn anything from their I got to do everything myself mentality, right? It's like I'll only team up for a moment, but then I'm right back to forgetting anything I learned in the previous iteration type stuff. So it's good to see that there's character growth along the way. But Justin Birch, you have been long ignored since your arrival here. You have said no words.
I welcomed him.
You welcomed him. I said, but I don't recall him saying anything in response.
No, because he hates me because he won't talk to me.
Fair. That's fair. I've heard that Justin Birch doesn't care for beautiful women because they make him nervous, other than his wife, who gives him meatball sandwiches.
That's correct.
So the real question that we have for Justin Birch, given that Sesame Street has been defunded, would you please give us the letter of the day?
Before I do.
Yes.
Before I do, I would like to say that my children still enjoy PBS Kids, and they like to bet on what the letter of the day is before it shows up on screen.
That's phenomenal.
That is so cool.
Gambling and learning at the same time. I love it.
I know.
There's longevity in that model.
Which Muppet runs the craps or the betting booth?
Oh, Oscar. It's definitely Oscar.
Oscar down in that trash can. He's got a off camera. He's got himself a little.
He's the casino owner.
Nice.
What are you talking about?
And Stumpholopagus is the muscle. 100.
That makes sense.
I know who's the top gambler. It's got to be Cookie Monster.
Actually, I would think that Snuffy would be like the old time boss. He's the big boss because for the longest time, people would hear his name spoken, but nobody believed he really existed. He was awful, and it wasn't until much later that finally he came out into the world and people recognized him. But he's so easygoing; it makes sense. People think, "Oh, look at this nice old guy. He's a great guy," but secretly, he's the boss, boss of Sesame Street, running it. Yeah, he's got the honkers on speed dial to show up.
He's the Mr. Big.
Anybody who goes off the rails, the honkers get sent over there to drive them crazy, liquefy their brains.
So what's the letter of the day, JB?
The letter of the day is Q.
Q.
Oh,
be sure to use it in a sentence without saying queen.
Q's a hard one without a U.
Well, that's,
you will quiver
You can't. It's useless
at the
without a
sounds of
Q.
Mr. Snuffleupagus.
Although I
on
do
your
know from
back.
playing Scrabble that QAT is in fact the word.
All I know is that's one hell of a click you must run.
That was a quib.
I said click.
I know.
CLIQ.
I know. No.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
what you doing?
What you doing?
Hey,
Did you read or letter anything good lately, Justin?
Oh no, I've been elbow deep in some Smurfs.
Smurfs? I love Smurfs. Does this song constantly go through your mind when you're doing it?
No, I'm not that old.
Okay. Well, damn. I feel bad. Let me help you out. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hey,
Look at that. We got the Q. We got the Quasar is great. The best quintessential stream ever.
I like Steam ever. I think that's a little better.
Oh, yeah, well, it also says quintessential. So, not quite. I'm just reading what I think Louis meant.
I know, but I like reading it as I see it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Well, hey Justin, you get some good. You got some new books coming back from CGC or?
Oh, I did. It was 17 books.
I saw you had a huge package that you were like. It was like
whoa,
right?
Clip it, clip it.
Hey.
Justin Burgess is gonna have that on.
Morning.
He's gonna be like on his phone everywhere he goes. Just lays. I heard you have a huge package, or I saw you had a huge package, or I saw you. It's his new ringtone, actually, already.
Can we make a ahead of Justin with it saying that?
Someone call me.
So somebody make a nice short with an animated hit with him at him going, looking up at him going, I saw you had a huge package.
It's quite big.
Quite big. It looked like Christmas for you. It looked like you were really excited, like you were gonna have a lot of fun stuff to play with.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Don't make me start, girl.
Oh my God.
This is writing itself. CB edit come together.
Dude, she has got a little.
Mark's already working on it.
I'm gonna open this.
Lady Fantastic really made my
I'm gonna open this and find out what it is.
So 17 books.
Open it. Oh, ratio. I don't care, but open
all
it.
ratios, aren't they?
I don't care about it. It's just like, but open it. I got one.
You would if it was gold.
Hearing the story about his book.
I just wouldn't.
Did you find out how much the gold you're going for?
I don't care. $300.
Justin's smiling.
No,
Justin's
5,000.
Look, everybody.
$500,000.
I will never smile again. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
So it's a bit of a letdown because they're all like golden age duck bugs. Sorry.
Well, then never mind.
See.
You'll be excited.
No, I'm just kidding. I love that you love those things.
I love the ducks.
Someone's gotta love them.
Especially the duck in Peacemaker. He's awesome.
You told me it was a duck. I said eagle.
I'm only gonna show two.
You told me it was a duck. You know.
He said taking advantage of a man's disability is wrong. It was hilarious, but it is wrong.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, Walt Disney.
Yeah. So this is from 1952. A nice
He's
7-0.
a meta duck.
He's a meta duck.
Nice.
Nice.
And then
nice
my other favorite one from this submission is this one.
I'm excited for you experiencing the same thing you did with X-Men.
9.0.
You get to a certain amount of this
9.0.
Donald Duck collection, and you just randomly have a Donald Duck sale to fund some other random next thing you get excited about. You've been on this Donald Duck thing for about a good 2 solid years now. What's next?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't want to
It's
think about
gotta
it.
hit him.
It happens organically.
He'll know it when he sees it.
Exactly.
I think you should embrace the bubble helmet.
Yeah. That way you can buy them all from Rob. It's just a circle of life.
And that's how Rob funds his AF-15.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Justin, how come you like the ducks?
It's a fetish.
Because
Don't judge him.
They make me happy.
They don't wear pants.
Did you used to
He
watch
likes the quacks in the ducks. There
It's
you go.
easier. Since they have no pants, it's easier to see the size of their package.
Oh my god.
If only it were that easy.
DJ Links, his triumphant return to YouTube is today.
How did Justin Birch break your heart?
He ate his corn muffin.
There was on Monday on Heritage's like weekly auctions, an AF-15 and a 3.0 sold for $17,000.
Okay.
And I told him that because I said, if I feel sick about this, I want you to feel sick about it too.
Oh my god.
Is that because that you feel that price is super low?
Yes.
That is super low.
You
have to
feel
see the
terrible.
boat.
That's like
baby.
that's damn near 50% of what the GPA was going for a year ago. That doesn't mean that was like the new standard, and you can expect to find that. But that's for that one sale to go that low. Someone just scored major.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the issue, I think the reason why it went so low is because it was Labor Day and not a lot of people were.
Nobody was watching.
No one was paying attention.
That's crazy. I feel bad for the guy who sold it. Like 17,000 is a lot of money, but I feel bad for the guy who sold it.
He went on
Probably
how much you
expecting a
paid
lot
for it.
more though.
Doesn't matter how much you paid for it. Getting half of what something's worth, I feel bad for him. Like that's on him for. I don't know who schedules the sales or whatever, but if that was out of his control for it to end on Labor Day, that man, I would be
You
mad.
know who I really feel sorry for is the next person that wants to sell one.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now
don't
the
think
market's set.
but the market's not set is my thing. With books like that, the markets don't really set.
It's not like AF-15 can't be had. It's a widely available book in reality.
Prove it, Rob. Share
Every
screen, buy
show,
one.
every show you go to, you can find them
Rob,
readily available.
there ain't a man in your family if you don't share screen and buy one right now.
No, I don't care about that. It's not on my buy list. Just because it's an expensive book, it has nothing to do with that. It doesn't have anything to do with scarcity. The book's
No,
not a rare.
We're
book's
ready.
not a rare book.
It's a Silver Age Marvel book. It's not rare.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's rare
Depends on the
some.
title, bitch.
It's a demand book. It's not a rare book. So
Izzy, how many are on the census?
I'll get you that number in a second.
You're the man.
No,
Now, Action Comics 1, that's a rare book.
Yes.
Sure.
There's less than 50 copies on the census.
Action Comics is an old.
Yeah,
book.
it's significantly older than AF-15.
And it was and it could have been one of those books that was destroyed too.
Oh, for sure. It predates the paper drive.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Look at that. DJ's buying AF-15 for everyone. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it.
Find it for everyone. Well, if you win the lottery, the lottery right now is
It's like at 2 billion or some crazy number.
It's 1.7 right now.
Wow. I don't even know how to play the
7
lottery.
billion?
I'm right in lying.
It's
You know
a
what's great about
Powerball
that
thing.
is you could, if you won, we could instantly all hate you
Yeah.
for being a
If
one
you
percenter.
win, the first thing you should do is not tell anybody.
No, if I win, the first thing I'm going to do is send Caroline money so she'd stop.
Oh my God! Stop! Stop it!
Because all she wants is some rich person to give her money. And if I could be that person, it would make my day.
So
Currently,
you know how I don't want
3,000.
I'm sorry, what's it?
3,345.
So there are over 3,300 copies on this graded CGC copies.
Yeah.
Yes, those are
Alone.
CGC recorded copies.
Wow. So now that makes
obviously some could
that
go
means my
back and forth.
Spider-Man 2099 second print Toy
It's
Biz
more
and
rare.
is
The most common.
Oh, did you see
grade.
what you have I know you raffled off that secondary copy you had 3.5 years ago, but your primary one that you kept, is that a 9.8 copy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say Dustin has one that he just worked on, and I still haven't got one of those in my collection. I want one so freaking bad.
Yeah.
Then I remember it was like 3.5 years ago. You and I we were YouTube buddies. We weren't nearly as close.
Right.
And I remember talking to you about it, and you're like, "Yeah, a lot of people have reached out about it. I'm trying to figure out what to do that's kind of fair for everybody." And you just did the raffle for it, which broke my heart because I'm like, it's a 7. Well, I mean, like it was Rob did the right thing on his end, but I mean, like he had numerous people that he was friends with reach out to him all like at the same time. Like I saw the same video everyone else did when he's like, "Hey, I got a new 9.8, so I'll get rid of this one," and I'm like, "Oh." Like, yeah, everyone's hitting me up right now. Like,
so currently the fair market value for a 3.0 is $22,000.
How much?
22.
Oof.
No, that's got to be wrong.
Yeah,
that's the Go Collect number for a 3.0.
Well, I don't know, JB, because you got to think in the last
one year is 22.
In the last 18 months, nothing has come out to move the needle up, and stagnant markets slow down a little bit. So that's
high of the book is the high for a 3.0 is 54.
Yeah, I would say like
wow.
I'm going off a very specific number from just over a year ago that I'm just kind of tracking for a 3.0.
Now the most common slab is a 2.5, with the 3.0 being the second most common.
What's the most commonly slabbed comic book?
Oh, it's ASM 300.
300 New Mutants 98.
Yeah, and Wolverine 1 are like in the top.
Wolverine number 1.
You watch. There's
number 1, really? Okay.
It's super high.
So many
graded copies. Yeah, but
so
ASM 300 typically has been the most at least last time I looked, when there was something about it, it was the king of all-time graded copies in existence.
Okay. Yeah, I could have guessed that.
Rob is 1,000% right, with over 52,000 copies graded as of the latest available data. This issue, published in '88, is notable for its first full appearance of Venom, and that's just based on the CTC census. Yeah, I love this Grok thing. This Grok thing is just so much.
You know, I'm actually. The funny thing is, on my shop, there's a new hat. It says Fat Stacks was right about everything.
Yeah.
It's now available.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's kind of your style, DJ. You did that for your Hulk number 1
too. Is it, Rob?
The hat? Oh, it's because it's made in America and there's no tariffs. It's got to be $50.
You got your kids in the back sewing hats now?
No, it's brought in from Vietnam, but I changed the labels.
So it's
Vietnam.
Kids doing it.
I got my hat in the Nam.
So there you have it. There's your AF.
They got better fine motor skills.
It's gold. It's all gold though.
Stacks was right.
All right. So I got this out. Let's see what this is.
Okay.
Dude, you know what I just realized? Izzy. Real quick, before you pull that, to cap off this conversation, we can end all of our subscriptions to Go Collect, to Cover Price, to all that, and you can just download app for free or use Gemini for free or Grok for free, and you can just ask them the specific fair market value grade of any of the grades from any of the, and it gives you the answer.
Gemini. All right, let's
Gemini,
see what this is.
Grok, they all give the answer. That's amazing.
They give an answer.
No,
it may not be the right answer.
It gives you an answer.
It gives you the sources of those websites.
That's an answer.
Are they verified though?
It's pulling the information from Go Collect, from Cover Price to tell you.
I got the Jim.
Oh my god! Is that foily?
They're all foily, but this is the regular variant. This ain't the gold variant.
Is it all dinged up?
Which one?
Let me see.
Does it have a bent corner?
Is that a no hit?
No, it's actually in pretty good shape.
Oh. All the ones I pulled were like 9 4s at best.
Yeah, mine had
some of them are 2 of them are probably like 8 0s.
No, this has potential.
Let me see the cover.
Yeah, can we show it again? It was so hard.
All I know is
Jim Lee, nice.
Yeah, I got the Jim Lee.
What's really weird is for some reason I shot four of them. I did as shorts. 3 of them, one of them's over 2K. 2 of them are like close to 2K, and then the other one's like 500 views. And I'm like, oh,
so this one they misspelled. There's an era. This is the Tesoro. They said there's an era with
253.40.
An era?
with
An ERA?
He's
Yeah,
such an
that
old
too.
man from New York, isn't he?
Which era is it from? The Golden Age? The Bronze Age?
No,
Who is the artist on that last one?
I think they misspelled it or something like that. Julian Totino.
Tedesco.
Tedesco.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the two I got now.
I got
All right. Jim Lee. Wasn't a gold. The gold goes for like 5 now.
Okay, that's good.
So with this, Rob, I know you've been playing with AI a lot. That's why I'm showing you this. With
Yeah.
this, that search that I did for the pricing, look at the first source. 25 different sources. The first one primarily being Go Collect.
Yep, and GPA's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I
pretty
like.
cool.
That's why I like Gemini. So when it comes to AIs, it's funny. It's like so Gemini has secretly and quietly been making some really good leaps in some of its capabilities and tasks that it does do, and such to the point where a lot of AI people are telling you that actually for like especially assisted web searches and stuff it's one of the better ones for that, and you can very easy like I have one that within Gemini that I use for the news that's very specific focused on removing bias. So that way, and then anytime I have any conversation, you can not only just ask it for news stories, but you can ask it about things within it, and it then runs that same bias. And every single time, it gives you all the annotations of where the sources are, what it is, so you can easily check to see your own things with it. And Gemini is very good for web search type stuff. And what's great about it is it does do translations super well. Like if you upload a video and you want it transcribed, it can do transcribed, and it does that very well too. Which that GPT doesn't do.
There's a place called Ground News, Rob, that a lot of it's one of those, you hear like the same ad reads from certain platforms, like for VPNs and stuff like that. Ground News is one that goes around. It's it's a news source that'll report a headline, and it has like a bias bar, and it'll take the headline and show you how much like the left is reported on this topic or the right is reported on this topic. And it's really interesting, and it shows you how the difference in the same story ran with the different headlines, and it's just so that you can take an honest assessment of a news article.
Yeah, I prefer. You could do if you want to see the both argument or both way. It's great for that. I just want to see some of it, or when I'm asking a question about an event or something, I just like to get it, with his neutral position. Just give me facts, right?
Yeah, it gives you the neutral, and then it hands you the.
I don't care about that element of it mostly, but I get it. That's cool.
Yeah. I thought it was funny that there's now an entire industry that has come up that can afford to pay these major platforms tens of thousands of dollars for ad reads. That's how successful they are in selling unbiased news, because that's how terrible our news is. That there is an entire
grounded news.
There's an entire emerging market for honest news. That's crazy.
There's an entire emerging market of independent news blowing up on different channels in YouTube, and that's where the actual least slanted shit. That's the least slanted shit that you're going to find
and the most slanted at the same time.
Most and the least, yes.
Yeah. The independent thing has been going on for a while now. That
1980s, since Reagan deregulated the industry, it allowed for the consolidation of media under single banners rather than requiring. You could no longer own. Originally, you couldn't own more than one newspaper, one radio station, and one TV within a given market.
Yeah,
that was erased. And the consolidation of news became rampant,
and that's why I stick to high school newspapers.
So if you look, most news like
that doesn't sound predatory at all.
Most news or independent news or biased news, they're all pulling the same reports from other sources. They share.
You also had the demise of reporting. You used to have something happened. ABC, CBS, NBC, AP, Reuters. They all sent people. Now. Nobody does that in this day and age. They all just let like 3 news agencies, BBC America, BBC show up, let AP show up, and somebody, and
then we'll all just take that,
and they take that, and then they take that reporting and put their spin on it.
I actually asked one of my friends from Wisconsin, right? And he's very, very one way politically. And I'm like, where do you get your news from? What do you watch? He's like, oh, I just watch like, Jamie Oliver and Bill Maher. And I'm like, that's where you get your news from?
Yeah, there are people, unfortunately, who get their news from, like, their entire news comes from, like, The Daily Show. And you're like, oh my God, come on.
Like, what's wrong with that?
No wonder you're so fired up.
It's an entertainment show.
Well, I gotta you got to be able to separate. I've watched Bill Maher since I was a teenager. I love Bill Maher. Absolutely,
I love Bill Maher and Amazon.
I've watched all of his stand-up specials. I don't.
I was okay with Bill Maher until he said what he said about Stan Lee. I was
Bill Maher's a pussy,
but I absolutely love Bill Maher, and he's quite literally the opposite of the pussy. I like the fact that he's a
spineless pussy. Oh, and he's so full of himself. He likes to use big words to make other people look little, and then it's like, you're so fucking shallow, Bill Maher. You're a pussy dumb. Yeah, he is.
Can I have an example of it? That what makes you feel this way?
Basically he'll go, he was all, oh, I am so against all Trump and all this thing. And then he has dinner with him and he's like, oh, it's not that bad. He sucks dick, dude. He's a fucking loser.
So what you're saying is you don't watch Bill Maher and you're just mad that he went to have dinner at the White House where
I've watched Bill Maher for years and years before he took this right slant. I watched Bill Maher for years.
Well, you clearly don't, because if you did, you would see where if you did, you would clearly see where he absolutely eviscerates Trump every single weekend.
He's a limp-wristed
every
bitch.
single weekend. He just talks cash money shit, and it's hilarious about Trump. He's a
limp-wristed bitch.
You can say that all you want, but you're just factually wrong. He said, why wouldn't I go to the White House? He even took the piece of paper where
apex of masculinity, Bill Maher.
Trump has like insulted him viciously, like filed lawsuits about him for because he did this campaign for a while. It was hilarious where he kept saying that Trump's mom is an orange orangutan because he was making fun of his reputation is. But God, you got to stop talking for 1 second.
Yeah, but you just keep talking.
You got to stop talking for 1 second.
I won't.
Bill Maher did this thing where he was making fun of Trump for doing this whole birther thing against Obama. So he did one against Trump, demanding that Trump produce his birth certificate to prove his mom's not an orange orangutan. And he did this for a long time to the point.
Oh my God! And the $5 million, and he still owes him $5 million.
He did this for a long time to the point that Trump sued him, and he went on this whole campaign about him. So Bill printed out all the insults that Trump said about him over the years. And when he went to the White House, he actually said, "This is the shit that you've said about me." And he kind of brought it to his face, and he even got Trump to sign it. But he didn't. He said going and meeting him didn't change his opinion of him. He still doesn't like what he does. He still criticizes him.
I think like Bill Maher as a person.
I think it's just kind of shallow for anyone to get mad at somebody, to go talk to somebody, to bring their issues to him or something.
No, so Bill Maher is not a common man. He's not a man of the people. And you can watch that in the way that he interacts with fucking Bill Burr. And you can watch that in the way when he interacts with other comedians. He is condescending and he's crude and he's not that funny.
He's always been those things, all the way back to when he was on Politically Incorrect and Rowdy Roddy Piper was about to go take it to him on stage. I don't know. People think it's almost.
I think he's a dandy. Bill Maher's a dandy.
Mad at him because he went to the White House is shallow on your part.
That's why I'm not mad. I didn't say I'm mad at him because he went to the White House.
You quite literally.
You just put that in my mouth.
You quite literally did.
The first time he was an Amazon women from
Evolution versus Creationism. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, he did a cool documentary back in like the early 2000s called Religion.
I saw that one too. It's
the Amazon Woman from Outer Space. That was
he fucking Ann Coulter. That was gross.
But when you watch those shows like The Daily Show or Bill Maher, a lot of people can't do it. But you got to remember,
watch John Oliver. You want to see something funny, or not funny, but actually intuitive? John Oliver, Jamie Oliver, not Jamie Oliver.
The irony here is wild. But when you watch those shows, you got to remember they're bringing you factual headlines, but then they're trying to make you laugh about them. And some people don't separate.
They're giving you their spin on headlines. They're giving you their opinion.
They're giving you the factual headline, and then they're extrapolating on it. A lot of people don't know where that a lot of people don't put that line in the sand. They just take it all in.
So he gets a bunch of different pundits from either side. He talks about something, and then they give their opinions. And it's just a bunch of bloviating, and nothing gets done.
What's this commentary?
What I
are they
really
supposed
want to
be doing?
see,
Wait,
I want to see the news channels battle each other up like they do in Anchorman.
Anchorman, yeah.
Ah,
News, and then they fight.
I would
with
watch
the news
that.
channels.
He killed the guy.
I got my money on Greta Van Susteren. She's gonna kill every motherfucker.
Or Megan Kelly's gonna open her mouth.
Kelly, bro. It's gonna end up being the most dainty Katie Coulter. She's gonna end up taking scalps and shit.
I was gonna say Ann Coulter's gonna take her skin off and then just kill everyone.
Katie Couric, that I meant.
Skin
Ann
off.
Coulter's
and then-
mean, dude. She
Taking
would
trophies
probably
and ears
lop
and
heads
stuff.
off. Ann Coulter is probably like the fucking.
She's been
Who did
training for
Baldwin
that
the
fight
Fourth
her whole
fight?
career.
Who was it that Baldwin the Fourth fight in the Crusades? It was oh shit. What was
Did
his
who fight in the Crusades?
Baldwin the Fourth fought who in the Crusades?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Ask
was-
Gemini.
I'll ask Rock. Hold on.
Saladin.
I'm just here to protest in silence. Ignore me.
Oh, so here we go. Here's Saladin. I'm
I
out.
get that there.
Yay. Are you core muffin her up today?
Protest in silence. No, I went buttered bagel this morning. Buttered bagel.
Oh, nice.
I can confirm that Grok was correct on that answer.
Ann Coulter is the Saladin of news battles. Fucking kill you.
What's that girl's name on?
DJ, are you excited for tonight?
Girl, that Ingram girl. I feel like she can really take a bitch out.
Ingram.
I heard my name.
Are you excited
Get
for
the money in
tonight?
her.
Am I excited for tonight? Oh, you heard. It's the one time of the month. Yeah, I'm very excited.
The one time of the month. Whoa.
What?
No,
What? You're gonna get laid tonight? What's happening?
no,
Or you get a
no.
corn
It's
muffin.
somebody's birthday.
No, that was it's a muffin, but it's not made of corn.
No, it's a beaver.
Oh shit.
You said it was a duck.
She got your ass on a calendar, bro. Fucking
No.
book time.
Not at all. If you
Look at my
have to-
calendar, book it. But I don't
Right.
just fucking. I'll see you when I see you.
if you have to get put on a calendar or if you have to do date nights, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's
Well, I got all my names on calendars. I don't know what you're talking about. How do you make money?
Wait, I'm
But
just thinking to myself, she has him on a calendar, and they go to the Bad Bunny concert. It's like, I guess he's gonna get that one off. Next,
Jesus Christ.
What
if
is
you're on a
that?
calendar, it's only if you ovulating. But yes, to Mark, to your point, yeah, I'm super excited to get back live and chill with the fellas and talk that shit. So I'm super. Lady F Bounce. She's anti-calendar or pro-calendar, I should say.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit about ovulation.
Are you ovulating right now, DJ? Is that what's going on? Or I don't understand.
She had to check the phases of the moon real quick.
Mm-mm.
Where's Bill Maher on your calendar?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm super.
She's on the offended day
waning.
of the week.
Bring him back in here.
He's
Don't do
waning.
that.
He's going out. He's phasing
She has,
out.
she has him next to RFK.
No.
Oh my god. I did smack for 12 years. You people are wrong about vaccines. You'll learn the truth for the first time. I'm the only one with the truth.
Oddly enough,
Damn,
Bill.
2
how
hours
come he
and 10
sounds like
minutes.
Nixon?
Caroline makes fun of man with disability. Got it.
I'm disabled in so many ways.
I'm
You
gonna
wouldn't even
clip this
believe.
back with a clip from where you were saying the
Wow.
R word 2 years
He's
ago.
he's touched in the head.
Oh
Even-
shit!
you can see
I know you
old
got that in the
footage.
stash
You
too.
can see old footage of JFK looking at Bobby Kennedy, who caught a fucking salamander and was torturing it and gave it to JFK. He looked at RFK and was just like, Junior, he's like, this little motherfucker is fucking.
Wait
No,
till you
man.
find out what RFK does with bears.
God, I don't even want to know. Does he milk them?
This is the Bears.
What's up, Brew?
My sympathies go out to the salamander community.
Dude.
Yo, I've been to Central Park. I know what you're talking about.
And fucking Caroline Kennedy talked about seeing him like torture animals when he was in his teens. She was like, he's fucking psycho. He's a
Caroline.
fucking psycho.
Caroline
He got away with
Kennedy,
whatever
you
that
say.
was with the
Yes.
Bears. You
Her
know?
dog, her son is Jack Schlossberg, the one that's
Oh,
going
Jack.
out. Yeah, that's her son, and he's reaming
call
the
him-
fuck out of him.
We call him slosh slosh in the hood.
Sloshy,
We call them little
sloshy
flock-
boy.
What?
We call him
Reaming.
Sloshy 6'9".
Jesus Christmas.
That's how they do it in their family.
Yeah.
Salamander.
Dude, we see them.
ovulation?
They're everywhere around here. We have salamanders everywhere.
We
down
got
here.
big river salamanders.
Yeah,
like
down in
big
the south,
river
they're
ones.
abundant, man.
Yeah, like Mark,
We
hey,
got
in Georgia,
skink
don't you guys have like,
salamanders?
and when it gets in cooler water, down up in like the Appalachians, there's some real big ones.
That's where I'm at. The foothills, really.
Them
of the
fat daddies.
Appalachians.
Everybody says we have a bunch of chameleons up here, but I could never see them.
Oh, look at you, motherfucker. Changing shade right
What is
now.
going on, Tito?
I learned that from the Bill Maher School of Comedy.
Oh, shit. Oh,
There
shit.
you go.
Well, you know what? I went to the fucking, what's her name? What was the
You
chick
got-
that was
you
on
can
the
do
Johnny
it.
Carson show?
Oh,
Joan.
God, ask Rob.
Rivers?
Joan Rivers.
Never
Was
on
John,
it.
I'm
was
from
Johnny
the
Carson.
School of Joan Rivers. No.
What happened to her?
She died.
She died like some number of years ago. She was actually having a
She was
procedure
having
done.
a procedure done, and she
Died.
died.
She was in her 80s
wow.
though, and it was
She was-
like,
yeah,
okay,
she-
Joan.
It was super sad because it was not.
It was a minor procedure,
It was,
wasn't
it
it?
was a minor procedure.
It was a freak accident.
Yeah, it
there's
was
some
a freak
cra-
accident,
Caroline,
and like all
if
of
you
a
get the
sudden she's
chance,
dead.
if you
I
get
mean,
the
the
chance,
Biggest
look up-
feminist on the panel.
In
True.
nature's,
Hey,
in
that's
nature's
my-
defense,
that's
Joan
my
Rivers
title.
was
Don't you dare
112
pass
when
out
she
my title.
passed.
But Caroline, you should look
In
up
her defense, she
the
was the funniest female on earth. Yes.
Caroline. You should look up the
Joan Rivers?
conspiracy stuff surrounding Joan Rivers' death. It's a fun rabbit
Believe
hole.
it or not,
I think
she
I've read
passed
some of that.
away-
There was like
You
some
ready for this?
medical neglect.
She passed away September 4th, 2014. So
She was
yesterday.
she
Yeah,
slept
that's
with
weird.
Johnny Carson.
Wow.
They
I don't
slept
think they were
together.
sleeping.
R.I.P.
They slept together, and then when she told her husband, or when he found out, that's when he killed himself. Her husband committed suicide. It was because
Joan Rivers is who started this. Like she was being.
she
asked
is my
on-
mother. It's true.
And she's like, she just straight up said, Michelle's a man. That's not a woman. Like she wasn't telling jokes or nothing. She,
Joan Rivers said that about Michelle
Joan
Obama.
Rivers is the
She
one
was
who,
mean, dude.
But
Like-
She would
like,
talk
you know,
shit. You know when
she
they
said
would
it
do
the
the fashion,
truthful way.
she would talk so much shit about the people walking on the fashion. Like if she didn't like it, and I
didn't
kind of
care.
low-key loved it, and I was
love
like,
that shit. That
She
fashion.
had
like this-
no
this-
filter.
Like
I
this in
know.
their fashion.
She
and
even
stuff.
have like that little Osborne girl. What's her name?
Kelly,
Yeah, Kelly Osborne. She would even be on there, and she'd even be like Joan, like.
that's bad.
My
Yeah.
favorite
People look
fashion,
around like.
my favorite-
Joan Rivers
she was
did
the-
start YouTube.
Yeah.
my favorite fashion critic was Bruno.
I really love how
This is my
somebody
baby,
who
I named him
doesn't have the
OJ.
confidence to
You
walk
just don't
around with
think
their
so?
own damn face has the nerve to judge other people for the.
She did
physical
have a bit of a
appearance.
horse face. You know what I'm saying?
She didn't have a horse face. She didn't have a human face.
She had
Her
someone
face has
else's
been
face.
reconstructed so many times. Like
Yeah.
she didn't
As
even
Tim
look like a
Dillon would
human
say,
You
she
being.
was
saw
on her
her in
third
the
head.
early 80s, late 70s. I would say that's the last time that she had her natural face.
You
Well,
can make
this
like
is-
you can make like 12 action
Early
figures
80s,
out
late
of her face.
70s is when she had her last natural
So
look.
this is her actual face before the surgery.
Are you just going to show like a skull?
You gonna
Well,
show it?
Yeah, I got the image.
All right, all right.
That is her actual face.
Yeah.
Oh,
That looks like
That's what
her.
she-
That looks like her daughter very much.
Yes,
That
Melissa.
was her.
Melissa's also had
1967.
several procedures.
She has gone the Joan route.
Just
She does not
everyone
look
that
like
have
Melissa
procedures.
anymore.
She told Andy Cohen on Bravo, she's like, "You need to get some Botox." Right?
God,
And
Andy
he
Cohen is a
even-
queen.
He even had Melissa on the show, and he's like, "Well, your mom would be so happy with me because I finally got some Botox."
wow.
like-
Joan
God,
Rivers was
no.
hilarious.
Dude, she was. And she like no like what is it? She just went after
There's
anybody.
nothing
I
off-
loved it
there's
when
nothing off limits for her. I think.
right when she went on the fucking Carson show and subbed in for him whenever he was gone or whatever. She
There you go,
like
some more images there.
the one where
That's
she
not a
had
bad
Lucille
looking image.
Ball on and she was going back and forth with Lucille was
Ooh.
really funny because they were just
Is
sitting
it?
there like insulting each other, going back.
Izzy, pull up Kelly Osbourne then and now.
Oh, dude, she
Kelly
doesn't look
Osbourne,
the
she's
same.
went through.
Dude, and she
Oh,
was like a cute little
Bro,
girl. You know what I mean?
No, she wasn't, but she is now.
Man, leave it
Like,
alone.
this is the one
Kelly
time that
Osbourne.
like,
was
let's
I'm
say
going
we
back to
gotta tell
protesting in
lies.
silence.
She's not here. We're not
She
going
was
to
a
hurt her.
minor.
feelings. She's not watching. this.
Talk ill of the
Yeah.
dead.
Is Kelly
I will
Osbourne
not-
here?
Kelly Osbourne's
her.
very much alive.
Yeah,
no, but
she's
she
alive.
looks. She looks beautiful now. She
She's
had
fantastic
the
these
fingers
days.
done. Like it. They figured it out. They cracked the code. Kelly Osbourne looks like a very, very beautiful, attractive.
She looks like
woman.
a young version.
So did
of her
Sharon,
mother.
and then Sharon.
You're muted, Rob.
Where you at, Izzy?
Did Kelly
I'm
Osbourne?
here.
I know, I
got
was
you.
just
I got you.
saying,
Kelly
looks like
Osbourne.
me.
Oh, okay.
You'd have
Pull
to
up
do
the
it.
women now. All right, that's
See? Yeah.
that's semi.
That's her transitioning.
That's semi recent.
She's a dude now?
There we go in the
He's
concert.
like 16 in this, dude. Why are you gonna hate on a 16-year-old
Yeah.
He
girl?
hasn't been 16 in 30 years.
There she
I'm
goes.
not talking about
Like,
people
well, just look when though. So look at Sharon's face and look at her. Like, these are obviously from the early 2000s.
No,
Like,
Yes.
Izzy,
This is
pull
when
up
the show-
then
when the-
and now.
when
Pull
the
it
show
then
was
because
rock
none
up.
of those were her in the last few years. I don't. You know how old?
none
Kelly
of those were
Osbourne
her
is?
in the last few.
No.
I say for 10
No,
years
those
now,
are all.
she's been
Yeah.
looking gorge.
15
I got
years
Yeah.
old.
I got.
For about
Let's see.
10 years
Yeah.
now, Kelly's been gorge.
So glad it was so.
I got it,
So
Mark.
so
I
so
just-
here
I
you
just-
go. Here you go. Here you go. I'll give you the
This is what
image.
she looks like now, and she looks beautiful.
I would say from
This
at least
is- this is
2017
before-
till now,
This
she's
is
been
her
hot.
then and now.
Yes, completely different. She looks
Oh,
like
she looks
Sharon on the right more.
She looks like Lana Del Rey a little bit.
Dude,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
like whatever they did, whatever bone saw they used. They
reboot.
Summertime,
So this was the girl that you were trying not to date, and then she became the girl you kind of sort of wanted to date.
Nah, negative to both.
She's even more
You
beautiful.
guys
I said
are
kinda,
so
sorta.
fucking shallow.
If I get
Yes,
the
Caroline.
opportunity,
Tell me something,
Yes.
girl.
Not
if I
it.
get the opportunity to run through a legend.
But can you
daughter,
can you
I'm gonna do it
imagine?
for the
Well,
Mark,
story.
you make me bang.
real quick,
Let's talk
can you-
about penis size.
Can,
and how I
can
think
you
a lot
imagine
of
a
people
world
are
where
very
you
small.
undergo? Hold on. Can you imagine a world where you
First,
undergo all that procedure, spend all that money,
Yes,
and
Justin.
someone
you have
comes
to make
around
back-
and says, "I like the old you better. You looked great back then." And you'd be like, "Fuck."
I would
did
never
do
say that to anybody.
You
I
just
mean, Andy Cohen said that to one
I
of
said
the
that she
five
looked
girls.
fine before.
He's like, you got a lot of, you got a
What
lot of
you got,
Botox.
I would never go to
Makes you
somebody and
older.
like if I met Joan Rivers, I would have never said, "God, you look so much better in the '70s." I wouldn't say that shit.
What were you saying, JB? I saw your little
Oh.
artist hand up.
Justin broke my heart, man. I'm never talking to you again.
When lady
As
said,
established
let's
earlier.
talk about penis size. Let's go back
Let's do it.
earlier when the comment was
Madam.
made that I have a huge package.
That's
There
right.
you go. That's why your head perked up because
Oh.
you were like, "I have," you know.
It's
Yeah,
modest,
but you see-
but
Look at that.
respectable.
Look at that.
Gorgeous now. Look at her.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah,
like
but
in the
this
last 10
is-
years.
Let me
No,
show
it's
you.
in recent pictures.
That's recent.
That's
That's
a recent
like-
picture.
Yeah, I know. So then
Okay,
that's
but
within
I'll
the
show you
last
recent.
year.
I'll show you recent. That's recent.
God, are you gonna whip out your junk?
This is a recent.
No. Izzy has
That's a
Izzy has
recent
low
picture.
Izzy has low key paparazzi
Look at that.
shots.
That's rough. That's
Look at
that's
that
Ozempic face.
That's
Ozempic
recent.
face.
That's the
What's her name?
wait.
Chanel O'Connor, something like that.
Sinead O'Connor, she's dead.
Sinead O'Connor
No,
face. That's the Sinead O'Connor face.
She looks just like
Yeah, but
Ozzy on
no.
the right.
He kind of
Look at
does.
those lips, man. Look at those lips, man. Those
Yeah,
are
she
obvious.
does.
Glass shape.
I don't think Kelly Osbourne's had a whole lot of work done. I think that she's
She's had
Wait,
some, but not a
has
ton.
a
Not like
fantastic
Mom.
amount of
Her
makeup
job.
applied by a professional before she
different-
Her
ever
mom
did
doesn't look
it.
different-
human anymore.
Different
What
Her
is
makeup.
Rob?
jaw like
Alright.
Botox.
What is it,
It's
Rob?
different makeup, loss of weight, different hairstyle that has elongated her face, her
Right.
head appearance, and then she's obviously had Botox or something with her lips because her lips are much fuller.
Yeah, Madam's got it. She had cheek work done for sure.
But
Rob
they,
has
Yeah,
a
she
part-time
had
job
such a
at Mac.
Square jaw back here, like Bethany Frankel. Remember, she had a really square jaw. And she had Botox. She had a bunch of Botox, and it like shrunk her jaw.
She definitely
saw-
had
I saw
work
the
done.
Bethany
Well,
Frankel
she's
too.
lost weight. That'll shrink your
And,
jaw. And your face.
and of course, lost weight.
When you lose weight in your face, it dramatically will do stuff. And then
Yeah.
she's shifted her hairstyle. When you look at her older stuff, where her face looks much fatter. Not only did she wait, the hair was down and stuff. Now with the
Yes.
She
hair
has
up,
more hair.
it
Her
elongates the face. It's why I wear a goatee. It elongates my face and makes my face not look
You
as
wear
fat.
it?
I thought
Is
you were
that why
fixing
you
your
wear?
hair for a
Is that
second.
why you wear?
You wear it?
He takes it off before bed.
I keep
Like,
my goatee.
Some
I keep
days
my
I wear it
goatee
like
on
this.
first
Some
when
days
wear
I
a
wear it
full
like
beard.
that.
When I
An
wore the full
application
beard,
process
it
in the
made
morning.
my face look much fatter.
Well, DJ's out. He said, "Fuck this shit."
It's
I'm
'cause
waiting
no
for the
one-
fight between. Yeah, he said he protests. He protests in silence. I'm waiting for the fight between her and Becky Lynch. That's all I want to see.
All I want to say is, Mr. DJ,
Yeah.
I appreciate you, sir.
All I want to say is, hey, Mr. DJ Budrick. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
DJ, come back.
Yeah.
DJ, come
Definitely
back.
had work done, but her weight loss almost looks like a little too.
Oh,
much.
at that point, she looks gaunt. It looks like bitch eat a hamburger or something. Like you
Oh,
got
God.
a tapeworm or something.
Yeah, so I hope it's not a condition. That's all I'll say.
It could just be stress, and she hasn't
a whole
eaten.
lot of contour makeup too.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
could
after the
be,
death of her
it could be
father.
social media people are assholes and like people talking about her and making
A
her
bunch of
feel
YouTubers, right?
self-conscious, right?
I haven't done shit.
Isn't that our
You
job?
give a shit about my opinion. That's your problem.
Interestingly enough about that statement, that actually was not Justin Birch's saying an action. That's actually verbatim his previous job performance review. I ain't done shit.
That's like 18 versus 38.
You think she's 18 on the left?
Yeah.
She's in her
Yeah.
she's at least in her 20s.
Yeah,
Yes.
Under
20s.
25, I would say.
20s, okay.
20s now, and the other one
She's
is
a
like,
baby.
Beautiful
She's
now.
like half her
like
age. in
maybe
that clip.
late 30s, early 40s. How old is she? Anyway?
She's
Why
about
are we
That's a
why are
good
we
question.
fixated on her?
Now I'm
This
curious
is
how
where
old she
we're
is.
going. This is the rabbit hole we're down now, Rob.
because I just got done
This is
watching
what
a
we're
fuck
doing.
ton of
She's
the
literally
Osborne
40.
reruns.
She's 40, and
And I
she
like
will
them.
be 41.
She's older than Mark. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
she
wishful
will
thinking.
be 40.
Born in
She will be
84.
41.
Yeah,
When you
she
know
will
the
be
future.
40.
Born in 84.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a comparison of her at 18 and her now, just for Caroline, just because there's just this huge divide in the way my mind is viewing this and the way Caroline's is viewing this. So I had to go grab one real quick. Here's 18 and now.
Yeah, that's a lot of difference, dude.
Yeah,
I like the 18-year-old.
That is
you know
not
what the
18
difference
and
is?
now.
What do you think that then that's maybe 20?
Is
Let
18.
me tell you what the difference
What?
is.
So
between
20
those-
versus 39?
It's just taste.
Look up the year, dude. Just look
Yeah,
up
man.
the year.
How do you know what she tastes like?
That
The
18
18-year-old.
Heyo.
that 18 is
saying.
very
Jesus Christ, I'm out.
very, it looks like what's her name though from
Courtney Love.
Hole.
Courtney
Courtney
Love.
Love. Thank you. Yeah, very.
That's not
Courtney
no
Love.
Courtney Love, man. That's not Courtney Love, man. Courtney Love's a lot different. She looks more like Courtney Love today.
No, I'm saying the look like from Cake is like almost like right off. It's just like the hair and the crown and the.
Yeah, that
Or
band.
Don't
I'm
want
sorry.
to take everything.
I'm sorry, madam. The tiara. I
So I
apologize.
just pulled it up.
Oh,
I just pulled it up. The one on the left is from 2015 in April.
April
So 10 years
10
difference.
years ago.
10 years.
10 years.
So she definitely
was
had
30.
surgery. She definitely
So
had
this is
surgery.
like 10 years.
She had Ozempic, dude.
Who cares?
No,
She
they're
had-
saying she's saying she did it.
It's not a secret.
They,
Why
they,
do
talk,
we
they
care?
did because they talk about it on
They
their
said she
podcast.
had gastric sleeve surgery.
Well, so that
She went through a
she's done
lifestyle
both then,
changes.
because
obviously, and the
I've listened to
mindset
a
set.
podcast. They did a
I'm looking
podcast as a
through- I'm
family,
reading
like
information right now.
towards.
You know the internet can't be wrong.
Let's
Well, I know
take a
that
look
they
at
wouldn't lie
Jack.
about it straight
See how
up. their
Jack's
mouth.
changed
This
over
is
the
an
years.
AI overview, so you know
Jack
it.
looks,
it
Jack
has
looks
been
healthy
Gemini.
now. He looks good.
Yeah, Jack looks good, and he seems to have become really well adjusted.
He's a family man now.
You know, he just put out a video
Lots of shitty
yesterday.
people have
His
families.
first video since his dad had passed, and it's just talking about like the shit that he went through. But he's got his own YouTube. And I mean, he used to get on my nerves when I watched the show, but I really do like the man that he's become.
I like when he did the ghost hunting stuff.
I like when him and his dad went around to different places in the U.S. because his dad's obsessed with war and shit, and they would go to different battle sites, and Ozzy would just be like, "Oh,
Well, I just like the idea. I think more now than ever, I like the idea of how he was a ghost hunter because it lets me believe now that he can still hang out with his dad with the skills Jack picked up along the way. He
Thank
can
you,
still
CJ. Thank you.
hang out with his.
That's probably true. He's probably
can
very
hang out
close with
with
them.
his
They
dad.
probably have a daily
Yeah, they have,
conversation.
like that family, as dysfunctional as you want to say they may be, they really have a lot of love and support for each other.
That
there-
family is
there's-
not
there's-
as dysfunctional as a lot of people would say
Preach.
they are.
Exactly.
Like, you
Exactly.
know,
a
the-
few
the
cuss
amount
words
of-
is not dysfunctional.
Exactly.
Okay.
The
And we're
amount
not-
I got your
to be
Jack.
clear- To be clear about this, Taylor, I was complimenting her on
Taylor,
a job
thank
well done, saying she looked beautiful. To
Yeah,
be-
for
to
next-
be clear.
But all
Taylor
she's
still
had
wants
is
to work out.
Botox. She said on that gastric sleeve, and that's it. Because she saw her mom have so many plastic surgeries, Sharon.
She said she's done
it horrified
Ozempic.
her.
He's talked about
It
Ozempic.
horrified her.
By
She
next
kind of has
Friday,
Ozempic face. I don't necessarily think that she.
He said that she's done it because
No, she had sleeve. She had sleeve. She definitely
Y'all
had
gotta
sleeve.
let each other.
Ozempic
Y'all,
too,
hey,
she's
y'all
talking about it.
let each other finish a sentence. Let each other finish a sentence.
yeah, let each other finish the sentence.
It would be
It-
nice for the
yeah,
conversation.
So, well, I'll talk. She had the sleeve done.
Shout out to
She
sleeves.
doesn't say. They say that she didn't take Ozempic. So
Oh, we're still
Right.
talking about this.
there you have it. And she changed the way she eats. And here's the image of Jack before and after. So I got
next
that
Friday,
up for you.
For next Friday, we should all put together like pictures of us today and 10 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
let's
10
do
years
that.
Oh,
ago.
no, let's not
Hey,
do
DJ, I
that.
think I've shown you my 10-year ago photo that one time,
I
didn't
take
I?
your challenge.
Yes, you did, sir. Yeah, yes, you did. 7L.
You take
So when I was old and when I was still old.
Yeah,
you take a
Rob looks
Mark 10 years ago. He
identical.
looks like a little baby.
Rob
So-
just had the full beard. Right? 10 years ago was the full beard?
No. I was like that. 10 years ago, it would have been just no. I would have been same goatee, but I wouldn't have had the handlebars on the mustache. Is all.
Rob, we just need
I
a
had-
picture of
I
you
had the
back when you were a
standard cop.
real young man.
The standard undercover
Yeah.
cop.
I got
goatee.
a picture of Mark 10 years ago. Okay.
Rob's posted numerous pictures of him from 10 years ago and more.
Yeah.
When he
picture
does
of
his,
Mr.
when he
Menace.
does his anniversary post and stuff with him and his wife, Mary, they're really
That's a
cool.
long time ago. Yeah.
Here's a picture of Mark 10 years ago.
Wow.
That's accurate.
Young Rob was getting it on.
That kid's a good actor.
That kid looks like he's from Venus.
No, he just looks like he's seen boobs for the first time.
He's a
He
Best
he was the kid in
dimension ever.
Peacemaker. He was
Yeah.
a Peacemaker in the bike.
Best
Yeah.
dimension ever, Izzy. DJ, are you up to speed on Peacemaker?
I am up to speed on Peacemaker. Shout out to that woman. Peacemaker has been fantastic. Yesterday's episode, I have to rewatch it. I was in and out of, like, I was watching it, but there was stuff going on, and so I need to rewatch it. I also shouldn't watch Alien Earth and Peacemaker back to back.
No, you should watch them in the air.
Why would you say that? You think one is significantly better than the other, or they're just different in tone?
They're different in tone, but I watched episode 5 of Alien Earth right before Peacemaker yesterday, and episode 5 of Alien Earth was like the third best Alien movie of all time. Like, I love that episode.
It genuinely is in my top 10 episodes of television of all time at this point, and I think that was really, really well done.
So
yeah, I gave that one a 9 out of 10. It was amazing.
Here was my, and this is why I probably didn't connect with that episode of Peacemaker, even though it was good, right? So I watched yesterday the season finale of season 4 of Dexter, the Trinity Killer. Right after that, Alien Earth episode 5, and then Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, that you tone shifted way hard at the end of that story.
But you had a great night of TV watching, I bet.
Yeah, and then some hub in between.
Guys, got to bounce. We got a meeting. So,
all right, Izzy.
Hey, see you later,
Izzy. Later, Izzy. Yeah, but I just need to rewatch that episode of Peacemaker. But I'm loving Peacemaker, man.
Is this your first watch through of Dexter?
No.
Okay.
No. So yeah, my daughter, she was talking about it. She was like, "Yeah, we just started watching," because that's how she talks. Because she's ratchet from New York. Yeah, we just started watching Dexter. Yeah. So I was just, like, she put the bug in me. So then we started watching it because I want to watch Resurrection, but I just don't want to go into Resurrection. I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah, you need to see the first part first, for sure.
Yeah,
you can't jump into Resurrection, I don't think.
Yeah, but that episode of Alien Earth, by God.
You know what got me, like, and it's lived in my head since, it is the security room. Like how flawlessly the security room was designed. And when we were in the security room, it made, like, the first time it made me hyper aware of everything after it too. Because the like, from the noise that the buttons made that he's clicking, from the sound that the chair made as it's sliding, from the technology being 1000% accurate. That's one thing that Romulus did. I'm a huge fan of Prometheus, but one thing it didn't do right was the technology. It was too technologically advanced.
Yeah.
But this is just amazing.
The only thing that I didn't get from the security room, like you were saying, how the reflection of the crew member dead, like the text on the computer screen, was still the same way, like we were reading it. It wouldn't have read that way if it was a reflection on Morrow's face. But
That's a good catch.
Good catch. Yeah.
I'm just a nerd like that. But yo, man, like I love that the xenomorph is big chap style, so he's super tall and he's beefy. Like he has some weight to it because they've always been portrayed as like really thin and like
quick.
thin and quick. Like this guy is just like trying to scrap.
Well, since they took him out of the suit, yeah, but I like that we have a practical suit design back. That definitely makes it more intimidating. Watching the Oculus and him go at it, that was cool as shit.
Yeah, that was it was so cool how the Oculus was just like, hey, over here, tuk, 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 like tapping the glass.
Yeah, me and Pops were talking, and he was like, and he brought the point.
Oh, you talk with your Pops? That's awesome.
That he was wondering that it makes you think. For one, it lets you know how intelligent it is, but was it trying to warn her? Or was it trying to distract her?
Distract. 100% distract.
I don't know. I didn't really care for that whole is it trying to help angle. I just really like, of all the things this series has given us so far, that's the one thing I'm like, I don't care if they got a friendly eyeball. Like that to me is like the least interesting thing.
Well, I don't mean like it's friendly. I mean like what it's looking at is a host. It wants the host, and it in fear of something else taking its resources. So is it trying to warn her, trying to what did it want the leech to get her? Or did it want her to stop the leech so he could potentially get her?
So do you have that thought about it trying to warn her after the host attacked the xenomorph? So then it's like, oh, maybe it was trying to help her.
Dude, for a split second, I thought like I don't know. I had that thought while like I just thought like it was just trying to get her attention. I didn't think much of it till Pops mentioned it. But when we're in the bridge at the end and the Oculus is in the mechanic and Mora walks in the room, as soon as Mora walks in the room, they square off for a second and it makes that noise that draws the xenomorph in. I'm like, yo, is it cahooting with the xenomorph? Not like they're buddy, but is it actively using the xenomorph as a resource, or did the xenomorph just happen to be there? And then it quickly answered our question when
like all of us against the humans type shit.
Yeah, like I just didn't know like if it's like, oh well, I'm not trying to deal with you. Hey asshole, come kill this guy kind of thing, or how smart is it?
Yeah.
Highly intelligent is what they say.
Is this smart?
Yeah.
It's 12 smarts.
Your mom is this smart.
It's 12 smarts.
It was such a great episode.
At least a dozen smarts in there.
18 plus 42 minus 6 smarts.
It's pretty wild thinking back on the franchise. How many people attempt to take a facehugger off, and for the first time we watch one get bled and killed for it.
Brian Bolland, fucking Brian Bolland.
Like I was watching that episode and I'm like, yo, how is this a TV show?
Which one?
Like
Peacemaker?
Alien Earth. Like specifically this week's episode. Like, how is this a TV show? Like this looks and plays better than most movies. Like it's crazy.
What production company is making it? What's it on?
Go ahead, Rob.
It is a TV show because it is more than one episode and it appears on television.
It's on Hulu, Caroline.
God, Rob,
it's FX Hulu.
I think it's more of a Hulu special presentation.
Drax over here.
Okay.
You know, good TV shows typically play out like that better than movies. If you have a good enough budget to visually present it like that, like a lot of stuff on HBO, because you have more time to get into the characters, more time to get into a story, so the story has more weight.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I'm just like, just from a quality perspective. So when I think about like the zenith of TV 25 years ago, 30 years ago was Melrose
Zenith
Place.
was a horrible brand.
Melrose Place.
Like Melrose Place was the end all be all for television back in the day. And you made that jump.
It was 90210 before that.
Although Zenith did bring you the first remote control.
It was Dallas before that.
I seen it for like a 20-inch.
No, right before it was 90210.
It was Dallas, then Dynasty, then 90210.
Oh, was it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean.
And now it's Yellowstone.
Yeah, I've seen
Yellowstone.
I've heard of Dallas on the History Channel.
Not only Yellowstones, but all them different years before the Yellowstones too.
I need to watch that too.
I'll see the trailer for Landman season 2.
Landman.
Yellowstone has the exact same problem that Sons of Anarchy did, which is the creator of Yellowstone was in Sons of Anarchy and directed a bunch of those episodes. But I think it's like the show's great. It starts off great. There's these stakes that are great. There's this drama that's great. And then season 2, they're like, well, we got to up the stakes. And then by the time you get to season 3, it's the most unrealistic situation.
We're still in babies and going to Ireland. Let's go.
Dude, the Ireland season of Sons of Anarchy ruined it.
Oh, horrible.
Terrible.
Ireland. That's
I never watched
horrible. I stopped eating Lucky Charms because of that episode. I mean, that season.
Well, I didn't stop watching the show.
Not after
Opie
Austin
died,
Powers.
And then I put the thing down for a couple of months before I went back to
Lucky Charms.
No, same. Like I think I stopped 2 seasons and then I went back to watch it, and then like it got good. It got really good towards the end where they were just like fuck it, we're just giving you 1.5 episodes and we're just gonna rush this shit. Like it got really good like towards the end.
I feel like there was like one really redeemable character in that show, and it was Opie. And when they axed Opie, it was just like, what
an impactful episode of television. Though
I loved Opie's story. It's like, he went to jail to be loyal to the club. He's a good soldier, right? You see him interact with his kids, he's a good father. You see him interact with his wife, he's a good husband. Then his wife gets fucking murdered. And he's like, whoa, that's awful. And it's by the people that he's done everything to protect. Right?
Pig.
And then after that, it's like, oh, well, you get this really great porn star who's super hot. She's going to be your new wife. Yeah. And then it's like, and then you end up dying afterwards. You don't even get to enjoy your life with this porn star. Like, I don't understand.
You didn't even get to have sex with the porn star?
Oh, no, he got to have sex with her a whole bunch.
Oh, okay.
Probably in ways that she never got paid for before.
Well,
but
I mean,
his main complaint was
then he got to
throwing
die.
a hot dog down the hallway. So,
well, Opie was a lanky motherfucker, dude. He was probably slanging wood.
What was it? Oh, he was in.
All right, Caroline, we've come full circle. We're talking about dongs.
He was the quarterback in Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans, and he was in Walking Dead. He was the main.
Madam and I know.
He was.
You know how to call him out.
Beta.
He was Beta. Yeah.
Juice
does too.
I thought, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, I thought Juice had a good story, like a redeeming story, right? And then
Juice had that whole afraid of the club being racist, so he was an informant for the FBI thing going on for like a whole damn season. Juice is one of the weakest characters.
He was a rat.
Dude,
I don't remember.
He was a rat and a liar and a pussy. That's what he was.
Dang.
This episode of Legion of
You can be
Comics
one
Lair
of those three things.
Pussies,
Can't
Bill
be all
Maher,
three.
and Kelly Osbourne.
It's brought to you straight from jail.
Yo, I legit don't remember that. I know he was always walking around like he was like
outside of the barn. He got caught, and he got in the fight with a dude outside the barn. Ended up shooting him in the face, and
because he caught
half sack. Was it half sack?
It wasn't half sack.
It wasn't.
It was
I don't remember
half sack was
it was
already
just random extra.
It was the new prospect.
Gotcha. I don't remember
the post half sack prospect, I believe. And then but it was the Donald Logue season, which I loved him in that show. I think the show had jumped the shark at that point, but Donald Logue coming in and being as fucked up as he was on that show was pretty awesome. But he's the one that like basically had Juice like running around scared.
All right, now I remember once you said Donald. What's his name again?
Donald Logue.
The dude from Blade.
Yeah, he was in Blade. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? The sitcom he was on.
To Catch a Predator.
No. Man, that's gonna drive me nuts now.
Sorry.
Which was one of the best shows on TV.
Yeah, Justin won a Golden Globe for his performance on there.
So I can't eat the pizza.
I was just here to get some Girl Scout
was
cookies.
the show?
So I can't eat
Grounded for Life. He was the dad on Grounded for Life, which was a good show.
To Catch a Predator was wild.
Bro, it was awkward, wasn't it?
It was so wonderful.
It was just a little awkward.
Please have a seat.
Oh my god! And they're just like, am I gonna go to jail? Is this being filmed?
I was just here to warn her about the dangers.
I was here to protect her. I was here to protect her.
What's going on? Like this is not.
And it's like, why is there condoms and lubricant in your backpack?
Like I said, protection.
I wanted to teach her. Oh, I was just
like, wow.
Because I'm responsible.
So you drove 2 states away to be here, sir.
Yeah, totally.
These
I'm
guys,
locked up. They won't let me.
bro, just bang one out and call it a night.
Hit me with the link.
Fuck,
Oh.
idiots.
Yeah, that's a long way to go for anything.
Really? I know. It's like,
Terriers.
no,
Was it about
I'm
dogs?
only driving 2 states away if it gets me to a Shake Shack.
right?
I think that's about 2 states away from anywhere, right? So any state that's about 2 states away will be a Shake Shack.
There's a Shake Shack.
There's a Shake Shack
in
20 minutes from my
Nashville.
house, but that's a long way to go for a burger.
What's the furthest that you would drive for a good meal?
For a good meal.
Like something that you don't have that's generally close to you.
So
5
Take
hours.
your mind.
I won't drive that far for a good meal because there's a good meal that's not that far away. You
What
can
does that
go
even mean?
because why would I could go in any
Two
direction within 5 miles and get a good meal. So why would I go further than that just for the prospect of a good meal?
For something different.
Meaning
Are
that
meals code for underage sex?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't drive 50 miles.
Okay.
no,
It depends
I'd
on what
do it in,
code
like,
you're
say, 30
operating under.
minutes.
yeah, he's on the Pizzagate code.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like a restaurant that's not near you. For example, there's a Texas Roadhouse 2 hours away from me. Like I would go maybe like once every 6 months, drive that 2 hours just to get.
Just to get
I am
Texas
so
Roadhouse.
sorry you would do that for a Texas
you-
Roadhouse meal.
How bad
I
are the
love you, buddy,
steaks
but your
that are
taste buds are
directly around you?
broken.
No, I mean it's for some
For
reason.
blue crabs,
That
they
shit is
can't be that good.
amazing. And what happens is because obviously
waffles.
I live in New York, and there's great food at a stone's throw.
Everywhere.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah,
everywhere. You're so
so-
spoiled.
I drove up.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, I drove upstate and we went to Texas Roadhouse and they made, yeah, I fell in love with that steak. So I was like, I'd rather drive 2 hours for this $40 steak than to go a half an hour over here in the city and pay, like the other day, it was like a $200 steak. And I'm like,
So
Holy
I
for,
would've
for
rather
two and a
have-
half hours, you could
The good
probably
line
drive your
dance?
ass to Shady Maple. Have you ever been to Shady Maple?
I'm pretty sure your taste buds are on the spectrum.
I've never.
So Shady Maple is
That was a good one.
gigantic buffet in Central
I
PA.
I don't
Right?
do I don't do buffets, sir.
Here's the thing: is I don't like to do buffets either.
I don't do
But a
buffets.
Shady Maple steak night, you're talking about, you can get like all you can eat filet mignon.
Nah, I can't do a
Maple.
buffet. I can't
It's
eat at a
cooked in
restaurant
front
when
I
I can't eat at a restaurant when
It
someone
sounds
walks
like
in
a
with
sex
that-
move, the Shady Maple or something.
I know,
Dude,
it
Shady
sounds
Maple is
shady.
the best
Yeah,
fucking
like-
place I've ever been in my
Oh
life.
God.
It's
Shady Maple is for Chris Hansen meetups.
yeah, it
I don't
sounds
Shady
think
like
Maple
that's
sound
sounds
like
like
that.
some sex place that you should
The-
not
sounds
go.
like
If you've been to Shady Maple, you realize that the target audience for Shady Maple is well above 60.
All you got to do is put ranch on it and throw it in the middle of the desert in Nevada, and you got a whorehouse.
Shady. Oh no, that's
There you
not
go.
that. Shady Maple, PA. You said right?
Yeah, it's in PA. It's like a gigantic, like the gift shop downstairs is like the size of a freaking Walmart. It's like if Bucky's had steak night.
Jesus, no, buffets are just meant for people watching.
You're doing it wrong if you're watching people, not stuffing your face.
Oh wow.
Well, that's got to be a good place for people watching, though.
I don't want to
September
see these
2nd.
disgusting people. It's going to ruin my appetite.
Yeah, I can't eat at a restaurant if someone walks in with those Air Jesus sandals.
But blinders
Air
on and
Jesus?
just eat.
What's Air Jesus sandal? Like Birkenstocks?
If I have to explain it, you've already lost.
Slides.
You already lost.
I'm dumb, bro.
No, you're
I
not.
don't get it. I missed
Isn't
the
that
boat.
Mark's Daily Footwear?
Yo, September 2nd, double senior citizen discount night. Yeah, baby.
Yup. But you got to go on steak night.
How do you got to double it? How do you double senior citizen?
Well, if they get 50% off, and now they get 75% off, it's 50% off and 50% off, so it's only 25%.
Why would they say it that way?
I thought you had to be like 125 years
Because
old.
double.
But that's double.
This handful is
Double.
Double.
I don't.
Let's
Why don't
just-
they just say 75% off?
Well, I don't think it is 75% off. I'm
They're
pretty
trying
sure
to
the senior
confuse the old
discount's
people
only like
into
10%
thinking-
off. So they get 20% off.
Oh,
Mm.
they should say that.
Steak night babies on Mondays.
Yeah, give the people numbers instead of just saying double.
Double. Yeah, I know.
It's.
I mean, it sounds more enticing when you're doubling up, right? But
Yeah,
you're only
double.
doubling up on 2%. What the fuck, you know?
You know what's better? More.
What?
You know what's twice as good? Double.
Yo, Drew, what you doing on Monday?
Ain't that America?
I'm about to
I'll
drive
drive
to
up.
Shady
If you drive down, we'll meet in the middle, and then we'll get a case of the itis and have to take a nap in the parking lot before we drive home.
You guys need to film this for content, though.
Nah.
I don't. You can set up a camera. I don't have time to be focused on content when there's all you can eat steak in front of me. Wait.
How much steak can you eat though? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't you just get like that's gonna weigh you down? Like,
here's the thing: is don't you want to find out?
No.
Dudes like to get.
Your lack of curiosity disturbs me.
Dudes will not eat for a minute and then they'll just fucking engorge on meats.
Have you ever been to have you ever been to like a Fogo de Chão?
Accurate, Caroline. Super accurate.
No.
Like a Fogo de Chão.
I have a dad.
I've been doing that one meal a day thing for
Or
a
like
long
a
time.
Brazilian
When it comes
steakhouse?
time to eat, all I want to do is just like.
That's all you can eat.
I don't need anything. Just heat up the ribs. I'm good.
Yeah, the
I just love the
Brazilian
old
steakhouse
96
was awesome.
The last
But
time I
I
went
was
to the
a
Brazilian
vegetarian
steakhouse, I caught hell for the people I was with because I actually indulged in the salad bar. Because apparently I was the only one of us that knew that you needed to eat some sort of roughage in order to move all that meat along. It's going to be a rough
helps,
next
bro.
day. Well, about
You're gonna eat
86
too much.
ounces of
You need
Protein,
muffins in between all the meats to keep the train moving.
Oh, bless his heart. Yeah,
a little
you
bit
needed
of cream
to eat
spinach, a little bit of a salad there, a little bit.
or
of,
it's not going to move. It's not going to move. It's just going to stay living in your.
There's not enough
rectally
fiber
die.
in the chimichurri sauce
Nope.
to keep
It
things
just sets up
lubricated.
camp in there in your gut.
Rats.
And you got to
And
get
then
that
you got a
Brazilian
meat
cheese
shit
bread.
that's been about 3
cheese
days
bread?
old.
Oh, cheese bread.
Cheese bread?
Yeah, the two best things in the world
How
smushed
can you
together.
mess that up? Cheese
What I love about this Friday Live, it's dedication to comic books in the news.
Nothing but
Thank
comics.
you,
here.
Tim. I also enjoy this conversation.
Look at who's the Joker. Comics, bitch.
Can we talk about how Peacemaker has no black people?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
No, the main character,
Literally one of the main
the main character,
Oh,
the
but
viewpoint
Mark
character
Mark
for
knows
the
what
Y'all
entirety
are
of season 1's
completely
black.
missing the point.
Mark
Completely
knows what I'm
missing.
talking
Meadows
about.
is black.
Peacemaker has no black people in the alternate dimension. Taylor noticed made the observation super early on because we while watching this, we're all trying to
Black
figure
people
out
yet.
what's the catch with the alternate world that he's on. Like his bad guy, his villainous family are good guys.
See,
Is it
There's
Earth
no-
3?
There are no extras in the background that are black.
I would-
There is literally nobody black
No.
in the alternate.
I don't
universe.
know. I don't see race, so I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, well, we'll fill you in. So we've been trying to speculate what's the get James Gunn
race
twist.
blind, like bird blind.
What's the James Gunn twist to the other world? So this episode is the first one we get to spend a lot of time in it. Taylor made the observation. He's like, I'm thinking it might be one of those things where they're not the good guys. They've just won in this world. Like it's their,
so
it's
like
their,
White Dragon took over and everybody's
it's their
like,
paradise kind of thing. So in
maybe
this
White
one,
Dragon's just a good guy because all of his perceived problems never existed.
you didn't watch
black people.
episode 3, huh?
I haven't watched it.
Okay, so in episode 3, you'll see they're majorly hinting at it now. If you're watching, if you're thinking about this, because you know what Earth X is, right? Like it's Earth X is an Earth where basically like they won the Germany won World War II basically. Like they brought it to life in the CW stuff. It's like it's a major fascist like Nazi world. The whole world is
Man
like
in the
that.
High Castle.
That shit was dope.
But
Dude,
so,
Man in the
like,
High
it's
Castle was crazy.
It's kind of like it looks like they're going to
Scary.
possibly do a spin on this. Like there's even a scene in this Peacemaker where a kid rolls down his window to holler, "Peacemaker, I love you," and wave, and then the kid's like crying. You're like, dude, that kid's crying out of fear. Like he has to say this. And Peacemaker doesn't catch on, but if you're watching it, you're like, yeah, that kid's not happy.
But I watched it after like last night, and I paid like specific attention to the background.
So did I, dude.
There's no background characters in that alternate
I
world.
paid specific attention to the passenger seat of that car.
Yes.
Boobs.
Boobs.
There's
What are
boobs in
boobs?
it. Then I'm in.
I didn't pick that up at all.
Well, I've been watching for it because I've been trying to figure out the twist. Like I've been speculating. I'm wondering if
I've been trying to figure out the shout.
if his family are good guys and he's the one bad apple out of the group, or if like the whole family, if it's all this or that. But clearly, this is like his family just happened to win in this world. I think is the scenario.
Yeah, like they're all bad guys.
The Sons of Liberty, like it's common, like that did it. Like our oppressors, this and that, and then you see how everyone acts. Like they're doing that out of self-preservation.
I guess
I'll let you know when I watch it today.
Please do. But man, I love this.
Let me
stuff.
try to keep my opinion to myself.
I
That's not
think
gonna
I'm
work
pretty
out.
right on this theory.
Yeah, I think you nailed it early on. Can confirm T-Dubs was the first one to throw that one out there.
I think T-Dubs is wrong. I have no.
You always do.
I
By
have
default,
no
I get it.
proof. You could have said the sky was blue. I would have been like, no,
gut
you're wrong.
feeling.
Yeah.
Go with your gut.
There's a segment on the show called "I Can't Prove It, I Just Know It to Be True." It's on this fantastic show called Real Time with Bill Maher, where he plays into that and just does a lot of funny jokes. I'm just messing with you guys. It is a funny bit, though. I can't prove it. I just know it to be true.
Some things are just apparent.
I just dropped a link to T-Dub's Failure Force store.
Copy
hurt people, hurt people.
There you go. That one's not up there yet, but it'll be coming. So new stuff drops every other Thursday.
My favorite shirt is the "How Did I Get Here?" The frog in the suit. That's pretty cool.
I mean, that's a reference to not copyright infringement, but the old Muppets and Talking Heads. But anyways,
I want to get me. Speaking of Muppets, I was looking it up the other day. I was looking for Oscar the Grouch, but I want to get me like a one-to-one ratio replica of like either Oscar the Grouch or like Kermit the Frog or something like that.
If you get Oscar, you need a trash can. If you get Kermit, you can just put him on a shelf.
Yeah, a whole ass trash
Tickle Me Elmo.
I want to put the trash can on the shelf,
They
on a
won't
high
fit if
shelf,
it's a
so I can't see
one-to-one.
Oscar's face.
Then the trash can falls off, and you've got head trauma.
You said head. I guess I'll look at the Kermit. I don't know. I was looking at Muppets the other day. I was just like, and there's like a Muppet museum in Atlanta.
Is there?
Yeah. Like I saw.
Check that out. Love me some Muppets.
I rewatched some of the old Muppet Show episodes, and like they are hilarious. Like they are just like
yes. And the
Muppets the last Muppet show they did that was like pretty much like 30 Rock, but with Muppets. Yeah. That show was really freaking good too. It did not last, but it was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big Muppet fan.
And the original like Muppet movie, and then Muppets Take Manhattan, like hell yeah.
Muppet movie was probably one of the earliest movies that I remember as a kid. Like for some reason, I saw Superman 3 in the theater, and I want to say I saw Muppets Take Manhattan in the theater, but I don't remember. But the Muppet movie was one of the first movies that I remember loving at home as a kid. Like I'm like, yeah, this shit is freaking dope.
Outside of Scrooge, Muppet Christmas Carol is the only adaptation of A Christmas Carol that you should ever watch.
I agree, 1,000%. 1001. I'm raising the stakes.
I agree too.
Friday. I feel good.
Scrooge is awesome.
Scrooge is awesome, but it's awesome because of Bill Murray, and the movie around that is good. I wouldn't say great. Muppet Christmas Carol might be the greatest piece of cinema.
Oh, look at Justin flexing up there in the corner.
I picked these up at a yard sale. Is anybody interested?
Oh, look, it's Frogman and Dickface.
Yeah.
I was gonna say how much, Justin, but he'll probably tell me 17,000.
Is Gonzo's nose flexible, or is it?
Hey now.
Muppet Treasure Island that was my jam.
My spirit animals are Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, you're both of them combined. Yeah, fucking you ornery bastard.
We went to Disney before they closed the Muppet show down, and my niece, who was 4 at the time, we're watching the whole Muppet thing, and she says, "I like those old guys up there. They're mean." I'm like, "You got that."
Yeah, I had went to America's Got Talent, so they filmed it in Rockefeller Center. So my wife got tickets, so we went, right? And the guest hosts for the night, or the guest stars for the night, were the Muppets. And they didn't even on TV, they didn't even try to hide like behind a desk or anything. So it was like the dudes on stage with the puppets, just like this. Totally ruined it for me. I was like, I wanted to walk out. I was like, boo, X to everything after that.
You're like, there's people under there.
So what you're saying is that, in fact, America did not have talent.
1,000%. No. So it was just like Kermit and Gonzo like talk, and they're like the puppeteers. It's like, bro, like put a curtain or something. Like it was like the worst.
I like that.
A puppeteer just puppets, right?
I know, but it's
if you're
like,
operating a Muppet, then you're a Muppet operationalist.
Yeah.
Just like regular ass people make sandwiches, but if you work at Subway, you are a sandwich artist.
Gotcha. That's like how my
like
dad
if
was
you're a barista at Starbucks, you're just like a coffee, expert.
Yeah, my dad was a custodial engineer, and he got pissed when I called him a janitor.
Do you see how many keys I have? Respect my title.
Exactly. Boom, and threw like the whole shit in my face.
See, get smacked in the head with a set of school keys has got to fucking really change shit.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna start acting right away. Those vicious
Drew, where are
pair
you?
of brass knuckles.
Are you in a hiding protection program or something? Like,
No, my lights are just off.
Okay.
Oh, here. My little ring
Drew,
light.
were you
Now it looks
on,
like you're being interrogated.
Drew,
Drew's in
were
my
you
high
on
school.
Jig's
I feel like I'm
channel?
being interrogated.
I'm just kidding. Just giving you shit.
Drew, were you on Jig's channel 72 minutes ago?
Not 72 minutes ago. No, that was went around 2:30. We hopped
Yeah,
on.
That was
Eman.
the other Drew.
He signed off. Was it at like 2:30? So I was supposed to play some video games with some friends last night. I started watching the football game and had like 2 beers, and then immediately went nighty night at like halftime.
Nice.
Well, when there's a weather delay for as long as there is.
Well, it was before the weather delay.
Weather delay
So,
on
like,
football?
Yeah, this thunderstorms.
Oh, okay.
I gave up
before
after
the weather
match.
delay started at like the beginning of the third quarter, but like it was like halftime. They went to back to the studio and blah blah blah. I passed out. I came back too, and they're like, "It's a weather delay." I'm like, "This game is still on," and I then hopped on Jig's Kingdom and decided that that's what I was going to do instead. So
Nice.
but a few of my bets covered, so we made some money yesterday.
Color me ignorant. I had no idea that there were weather delays in football.
Well, it's an outdoor stadium, so because of lightning,
that would make it more interesting. Like
they'll
See,
evacuate
I agree.
the
I
bowl.
think they should have metal poles on the top of their helmets, to make it really exciting.
I mean,
Extreme football.
if you
Put
like
Madam
electric
in
football,
charge.
you can get one of those vibrating tables. And
Put Madam in charge of the NFL ASAP.
Also, no pants.
Just
Take her
dog
job
whistle.
away ASAP. Yo, play.
Listen, if they're gonna be
football
pantsless, you might as well put the metal rod elsewhere.
Jesus Christ! Just like a bunch of unicorns. Like
there are only 2 options, and neither of them sound good.
Man,
this was the quickest hiring and firing in sports history.
Yes. Man, you've done for football what that one lady did for the Cracker Barrel.
you did worse than Ryan Leaf.
Yo, T, how's your new job?
It's not bad, man. I'm working right now. Can't you tell?
I can.
I mean, it's fully remote. I bill hourly, and my boss is in my vacation for a month, so it's really not bad.
Nice.
Although I've not gotten paid, I've had to email. I emailed accounting today. I'm like, where the hell's my money?
So it's going horrible.
Yeah, kind of.
So you're working
one of
for
those
free.
I bill. I have to invoice every month, and then it's 30 days after that.
That
So
sucks.
contractor.
Yeah, for the first month.
That's
You're like,
bullshit.
what is it that you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I am a clinical recruitment marketing strategist. So it is my job to fill clinical drug trials in the LA and San Fran area. So
nice. So you're
Well,
creating
the level of poverty, it's got to be easy enough.
yeah. Well, I had to build the marketing department from the ground up for this because they've got nothing. They have no external marketing efforts they've ever done. So
what's
Makes
the
me think
incentive?
of Portal 2.
The incentive for me?
Tests
Or
for
for-
$60.
The incentive for somebody to come in and do a trial.
for the drug, it's a paid study. So over
how much?
17, 18 visits, you get $5,700, and there's a chance the medication could greatly help your asthma. So
There's also a chance you could become a superhero and get superpowers.
There's also a chance you can turn into a vicious mantis man.
It's all heavily monitored. There's doctors and stuff there, and if there's any sign of adverse effects, they stop it. But by the time it gets to people, it's been tested for years on beagles.
Yeah, I could think of other experiments that were heavily monitored and didn't turn out.
No, I get it. I mean, that's part of the challenge of trying to find people that either need the money well enough they don't give a shit about the stigma, or don't believe in the stigma, or can overcome it. So. The next one I have to fill is an acne study, which that should be easier because it's just, a different.
Just walk around the street and be like, "Hey, your face looks fucked up. You want some help with that?"
Pizza
Kinda, yeah.
face.
Oh shit.
Hey, Crater Face, you want $5,700?
Well, that one will be testing a vaccine that could literally cure asthma or cure acne. So like, that's a little different. But
Yo, E-Man from San Fran says, "Okay, Taylor, FYI, people in San Francisco kind of hate the term San Fran."
yeah, man, my give a shit level on that is extremely low because
Yeah.
nobody's from San Fran. They're all transplants, and it smells like feet and beat off in that city.
E-Man's from San Fran.
I know.
I just want to keep saying San Fran.
Yeah.
I've been to San Francisco once, and I'm not trying to hate on San Francisco. Like, it was a beautiful city. Like, we went down to, we were in San Francisco. One of the greatest days of my life was going down to Sausalito. We ate on the water. It was just beautiful. But that city fucking smells, man. San Francisco.
It's called homeless.
No, dude, but that's the first time I've ever, and I'm from New York, where there's like, it's crazy shit over here. Legit, we like
the problem with New York is everything in New York already smells like shit.
And San Francisco was worse.
Yeah, because you're getting fresh air and then shit wafting in it. In New York, you're already inundated in shit air. So when shit air comes in, you don't even notice.
That's true in New York. Like up through the grates come like that smell through the grates in New York and like in San Francisco.
We call it the New York smell. I turned the alley in San Francisco, and I thought I was being attacked by the fog. It smelled so bad. I was just like, holy shit. Yeah, no, but we freaking loved. Aside from the smell, the city is just beautiful.
It's a gorgeous city.
Beautiful, beautiful. So we went to on Billionaires Row, like the owner of Oracle. You ever heard about the robot situation over there? Anyway, so Billionaires Row is like it's these two billionaires.
Don't gloss over this robot situation. What's going on with the robots?
No, I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
So it's Billionaires Row. So it's like these huge mansions and all this stuff. So if I remember at the time, the owner of Oracle, which is a big tech company, owner of Oracle, he had beef with his neighbor across the street. So and they would beef and argue, whatever the case is. He put, and you could Google this, he constructed like a 15-foot robot in front of his house that every time the garage door opened, the robot had a gym dog, and every time he opened the garage door, the gym dog would go up. This is true, 100% true.
There you go.
E-Man could probably corroborate on that.
Lady Fantastic, your mic is still on.
Woo, Jim Dog!
Larry Ellis, there we go.
I heard Jim Dog and I squealed with glee.
Damn, I lost my San Francisco.
San Francisco is a beautiful city architecturally, and just the way that it's built on the hills is pretty fantastic to explore. But there are, I would say, around that area in California, there's coastal towns outside of that area that are much nicer places. You got a lot of issues with the homelessness and stuff, and like San Francisco is like the #1 place for like vehicle smash and grab thefts in the world.
Really?
There are gangs that literally will just break into cars to steal bags for sitting in cars.
Shout out to Johnny Tran from Fast and Furious.
Dang. I went to San Francisco. I must have been 13 though, so that was a long time ago. But it was nice. Like you went to the pier and we got to go down that street, that windy road, you know.
Can I ask a question?
Lombard, right?
Yeah.
Were you smashed and grabbed?
Yeah, she
no,
was.
Not at that time because it was a long time ago.
The opposite.
Jesus Christ.
It was
Grabbed and smashed.
fine.
Jesus Christ, I'm kidding. You guys want some pussy?
Jesus Christmas.
I'll give it to you all day. I got some right here. It's purring too.
You also have a cat.
Cat butt. Screw you. Miss Kitty says, "Oh, that boy is dumb." He said,
Hey, don't make my Wisconsin accent come out now, okay?
Oh my
I'm
God.
a little upset with you because this morning I went out to feed my tortoise.
Shelly.
And you know what I called her?
Shelly.
It's Shelly now. Yeah, it's a stupid Shelly name now.
Aww.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shelly.
Stephanie, do you have a bag full of other bags? With other bags on the inside? Are you true Midwest?
Huh?
You know, like a grocery bag, like a plastic grocery bag stuffed with other bags inside?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, yeah.
And they call them bags.
I know. It's I'm from the land there. Do you keep all your leftovers in whipped cream containers?
Oh my God. Oh
That's
my
not,
God.
That's not whipped cream. That's whipped topping.
I am starting to feel personally attacked here.
There's no cream in Cool Whip.
There is when I'm done with it.
Oh shit!
Oh, please don't finish.
Please don't finish.
That's what she said.
And they upgraded me to a car with a sealed trunk so I could hide your luggage.
And I'm telling you.
Oh, damn. That's interesting, bro.
What?
Having a sealed trunk because apparently, like, so he could keep his luggage. Like,
Yeah, it's
safe.
the #1 crime in San Francisco.
I'm ignorant. I'm just a dumb Tennessee girl.
Upgrading
it was like a national news story on like a Dateline or whatever. It was crazy.
Missed it.
What was?
Sheltered.
About the smash and grabs and vehicle theft in San Francisco.
Oh.
Yo,
oh my god.
That's crazy.
Hey now.
Oh.
There's also some dude on YouTube who does like who like stages packages in the back of cars.
Yeah, and blows shit up like.
And then like we'll record like the explosion of like ink and confetti and glitter bombs and bullshit that people have stolen on the back of a car.
And fart smells. Don't forget.
But the thing is, like, I have to, there's fart smells and all kinds of stuff. But like, I have to think, like, eventually, he's not going to be able to insure his car from vehicle theft with that many claims that somebody broke his window. Who knows?
Never leave anything in your car. Well,
just don't lock your car.
How do you get groceries out of your car then? I mean,
I don't have groceries in my car and then leave my car.
That's what I do is like, I just don't keep anything valuable in my car, leave it unlocked, and it's like, let a motherfucking crackhead go in there. Ain't nothing valuable. Take it. And then they won't break the windows. Yeah, it's non-controversial.
I saw someone shot at it, and he... and I was like, "We are going to leave that alone. That one alone." What the fuck? What are you talking about, Cup? Oh.
All right, I have to get to work.
Pussy.
Boo.
It's a sucker's game.
You suck.
All right.
Have a nice steak dinner, sir.
I just call that sick.
Look at you trying to fucking earn a living.
I know.
Who do you think you are?
Goddamn honest man.
Nah, that's fine.
Go get her.
I'll stick around.
Oh, okay. I'm my own boss. I am my own grandpa. Don't you dare touch my Wilson Phillips CD.
I saw that episode of Quantum Leap.
I am not going to stick around.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Was that a smoke bomb?
It said smoke bomb.
Did he say smoke bomb?
I feel like he copied and pasted that from somewhere.
Yeah, he wrote it on a...
You feel like a letterer could write smoke bomb better.
I feel like it could be. I agree. Like, come on.
He has the shittiest penmanship. That should be a t-shirt. Letterers have shitty penmanship.
Nice. There we go.
Or I'm a letterer and have letterer spelled wrong.
How about I'm a letterer? You've never heard of me?
Oh, dang.
Letterizer.
It's funny. the first time I noticed
Alphabet technician.
Justin's name on a comic, like I was reading something. It wasn't something that's killing the children at the time. I was reading something, and then I was just like, "Oh shit, I know this dude." I like popped big. I was just like, "Yeah, this is dope." And even still, like when some books that I read and see his name, I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like he's working on. Is it Buried a long time ago? Or Buried long ago? Mad Cave. That's one of the titles he's working on now, which is really dope. Really dope. Some supernatural, like horror stuff going on, and murder.
I'm excited for Mad Cave's The Phantom #1's coming out soon. I think it's on FOC this week. I'm super excited for that title.
Is the Phantom in the public domain at this point?
He'd have to be.
It should
Oh,
be.
no, we might have a couple more years. It's getting close. Let me check. I don't know what kind of, if any, because sometimes if these people have enough money, they're able to pull some haranguing moves and get small extensions and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know that it's still. I think he's still in the God. It's obviously Lee Fox is gone, but trying to remember who's writing the new one. But Ray Fox is writing it. So I'm assuming he's related to Lee, who created him.
Never been a huge Phantom fan.
Oh, man. I hate that for you, dude. I love him.
Yeah, I just remember like being excited that there was something cool in the Sunday papers, but then like I wouldn't read them week to week, so then I wouldn't really even know what was going on. It's just like, this looks like a real comic.
You know what? I'm laughing to myself. Sorry.
No, we all thought it was funny too.
Yeah, I'm currently looking up how to purchase the movie rights to Maniac Cop.
Maniac Cop is great.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I think it's great.
See, you agree with me.
It's not Gone with the Wind, but
it's way better.
Is awesome.
In ways, it's way better.
2032 is when it starts entering the public domain. Obviously, characters and stuff that are created along the way enter respectively as they were created. Much like when Superman enters the public domain, you can't start writing and publishing and selling a Superman book with him flying in Kryptonite and Lois Lane and Bizarro and all that. You can only use as depicted when you first appeared, and the rest of the stuff. Copyright law is weird, so
that's why I could draw Willie taking a steamer on a steamboat, but I can't
call him Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
not yet.
But I can have a pantsless bear eating honey and murdering kids, and it'd be fine.
It'd be perfectly fine.
What kind of bear wears pants anyway?
The one that rubs honey on him?
I think the issue isn't that he's not wearing pants; it's that he is wearing a shirt.
I think it should have the origin of his shirt, and like how he got it off like a camper and just ate the camper.
He just killed all the residents.
Yeah.
The shirt started out as white, but after he cleaned up the crime scene,
yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
With a little axe wielding piglet,
Thank you, E-Man. Thank you.
Thank you, E-Man.
Any you guys reading Beneath the Trees?
DJ is.
Oh, hey,
that's
buddy,
nice. Can you show that again, Lady Fantastic?
Hell no, you'll never see that shit again, bitch.
I'm digging beneath the trees, man. Digging it.
I got the rights.
It's really fun. It's like Zootopia meets Dexter, and it's like perfectly genteel in tone, while the subject matter is anything
very dark.
Super dark.
Yeah, it's like
awesome. I love it.
Silence of the Lambs with Care Bears.
Lamb Silence.
Love it.
Oh, I love that Phantom. God, Mark, you actually have taste for once.
Jeez.
Oh, look, they striped it for you.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that striped Jim Daddy dong.
All right, who wants to chip in? The rights for Maniac Cop, $500,000.
Who holds
Maniac Cop.
Why don't we just start a Kickstarter?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Start a Kickstarter.
You go, madam.
And then we can just get the rights and do nothing with it, like everybody else that gets their Kickstarter funded. And
that one's great too, lady.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'd rather just.
We can use all that sweet Kickstarter money to go to Brazilian steakhouses.
Get salad.
Fill our bellies with meat.
Yeah.
Make sure you eat your salad.
It's an official creative meeting.
Get a salad and a cheese bread. And
invest in Trump steaks.
That's going.
Invest in meats.
A company called Blue Underground currently holds the rights.
And they're willing to sell it?
Well, the only thing they make beyond that is porn. So Blue Underground, that sounds like a porn company.
Yeah, that sounds like Dino Velvet makes movies for them from 8mm.
Sounds like you know a lot about that, DJ.
I am so naive.
Snuff films? We don't know anything about snuff films.
Austin, you in? Yo,
Austin, man.
500,000. Everybody pitch in.
Austin said, "Everybody pitch in." I'm about to go buy it right now.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead, Austin.
I got some money. Hold on.
It's fun. Austin and I talked about that. I forgot where we spoke at HeroesCon. We spoke about this. He was like, "If you're serious, let me know."
Oh my
I'm gonna undercut you all, buy Maniac Cop, and ruin it just to spite everyone. I can't wait to make the wokest Maniac Cop that ever lived.
Jesus Christ. No, I'm gonna buy the rights to Maniac
The
Cop and
name
just
of representation. Here we come.
I'm gonna buy the rights to Maniac Cop, put out a movie, and it's just gonna be TikTok footage of what really goes on in New York.
Oh,
I'm gonna make Maniac Cop, but it's just gonna be low key a documentary about Native American heritage.
8mm was a fantastic movie, but only one I can watch every 10 years. And it's quite heavy. I loved it. That's one of my favorite movies. I think
That disturbs me. That movie disturbed me quite a bit. Yeah.
that put me on the snuff films, dog.
I
bet he hasn't seen Man Bites Dog, right, madam?
Never look back.
I have seen Man Bites Dog.
I know you have.
I have seen Man Bites Dog.
It's fucked up too.
What's the Richard Gere movie with Edward Norton?
Home of the
Primeval.
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. That's the one. That
Green
one
Woman.
fucks me up.
Yeah.
My
What
top
a great
three,
actor,
like
huh? I love Ed Norton.
my top three, like horror, like thriller. Even though it's not really horror, but like thriller, suspense. In no order: 8mm, Seven, and Silence of the Lambs.
Seven's really good.
Seven's really
Silence
good.
of the
I would put
Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs before Seven, though. I think.
What's in
No,
the
that's
box?
no order.
Yeah, that's Seven. When Seven just did a recent re-release in 4K steelbook, and that shit sold out so fast, and it's expensive to get right now. That's when I've been watching to try to find a cheap one.
Good
I just
movie.
had to go, dude. I've had the Tron and Tron Legacy steelbook that they announced. They announced it like 2 weeks before, like it's Street Day. They didn't hold back at all. Like they're just throwing it out there. But that one instantly sold out everywhere and it's crazy. Well, everywhere. It only went up for pre-sale on Walmart.com. But it instantly sold out.
And Walmart doesn't honor their pre-orders.
They don't, and that's what made me sad because I wasn't wanting to get it from Walmart to begin with because they don't honor them. And if you go look, it's just everybody flipping them. Like this one's, it's one of the because steelbooks like comics like exclusives. Most of them, fine, whatever. They'll be say normal price, but you get a handful of them that just sell out instantly and they peak on the secondary market, and that happened with the Tron ones. But luckily, I've been in the past few months finding all these alternate physical media stores that are online, and as of yesterday, one of the ones that are recent one I found uploaded, hey, we have our Tron Legacy sets coming, pre-orders going up shortly. I'm like, hey, so I managed to hit them there. They're $8 more than Walmart's, but worth it knowing that you'll get it.
Thank you, Eman. Tron.
My list has one overlap with TJ.
Which one is that one?
7.
No love for the human centipede, says Las Cruces.
But I think my other two.
Las
I
Cruces!
love Human Centipede, but not the movie.
Nice. Calling them thrillers might be stretching it, but I call them thrillers, so fuck off and do it. My other two would be LA Confidential and Chinatown.
I think Wolf Creek has to be the scariest.
I haven't seen those in a long time. I remember them being good, and Chinatown is a insane classic. I just can't remember them for some reason.
Yeah.
Just like I couldn't remember Juice was a rat, and I'm over here like my favorite character is Juice.
You were late. He was great till he was a rat.
Yo, speaking of rats, and I was telling Mark this yesterday on my blog. Like the cops raided this house a couple of houses up. It's like maybe 4 houses from me. So I look out the window. There's legit like 15 cops. So I want to know what the fuck is going on. And they were there all day. So then they got there like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So by like 2:30, they're bringing out boxes. So I don't know what's going on. Yo, and I was afraid to go ask because I was just like, damn, if I go up to the cops and ask them what's going on, people are going to see me and be like, this motherfucker's talking to the cops.
What's your name?
So I don't know if there's a murderer. I don't know if there's like credit card scammers. I don't know what's going on my block.
Were they carrying out coolers or boxes?
Good question.
That's a very good question.
It almost seems like if more people were willing to talk to the cops, there'd be less problems and less things you didn't know about.
Yeah, but you don't want to be the first one.
You can't be the first one.
I don't know. In my neighborhood, it's all right to talk to the cops.
Because you live on Earth X.
That's where we differ. That's where we differ. I would have been in one of those boxes. No, it was boxes, like not coolers or anything like that, but a lot of boxes. So
file boxes? Do you think there were files in there?
No, it was like merchandise. So I'm assuming they were like either credit card scammers or running some whatever fake operation. They're really cracking down in New York on like counterfeit goods and stuff like that. So that's what I'm assuming it was. But it was crazy. Like you legit think like they were taking down like Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit. There were a lot of pork chop boxes though.
Pork chops are delicious. I actually don't believe that. I'm not big on pork chops.
Dang, I hate that for you, Will. I wish DJ was there to help rub it out.
Wow.
I pull my groin all the time.
Yeah, I don't wait till I stand up. I like to lay back.
Damn, Cuppy. Cuppy's giving out invitations over here.
You forgot the hashtag. Will.
Cuppy, if it lasts for more than 4 hours, definitely go see a doc.
Yeah, you got to show it to somebody.
Yeah, bragging rights.
Hopefully it'll be a female nurse.
Yeah, bragging rights.
Walk in and be like,
Hey, take a look at this shit.
What you do is you light a match and blow it out.
Have you ever seen something like this, sir? Oh, you have. All right. Well, you'd have to say it like that. Jeez.
Imagine that you walk into the doctor talking about, yo, I got a 4-hour joint, and you knocking shit off the desk and stuff while you checking in. You're knocking over the pencil holder.
If it's hard for 4 hours, I'm not calling a doctor. I'm calling a hooker.
There you go.
Well, you'd be able to be calling a couple hookers, I think, actually.
If she does the job right the first time.
Hey, I'm saying 4 hours is a long time.
Yeah,
she's a
3 hours,
professional.
58 minutes too long.
I mean, after the 3rd hour, I might sign up to Madam's NFL League.
Yeah.
No more pants. High chance of electrocution, low chance of covering your unit.
But lots and lots of views.
No one's gonna tackle me. Easy touchdown every time.
Imagine being the center.
Everyone's just running, covering their junk.
It's like just every quarterback just shoving his hands right up in there.
His hands.
It's like, yo, you use lotion, bro. What the hell?
A little bit of Grundle exploration never killed anybody.
Yeah. Grundles. All right, man. I gotta fucking bounce. I don't even know where my fucking. I don't even know how to
Pants
do
are.
I don't even know how to do anything anymore. I don't.
Mind your Grundle.
Powder my Grundle.
You powder your Grundle for sure.
I gotta powder it up because it's fucking.
It's important. You want to avoid Grundle chafe at all costs.
Oh, it's a fucking earthy son of a bitch. So I gotta keep it powdered, talked up.
Talked up.
Yeah. All right, no, for real. I'm trying to do like too many things at work. I'm trying to like fucking type emails and shit, and I'm just boring. I suck. Sorry, I gotta go and do the work bullshit too.
Yeah, I disagree with everything you said except the fact.
Enjoy your day.
All right, Grundle out.
Hey.
Love you, babe.
Damn, she just dipped on you, dog.
Man,
She's well found out.
happens to the best of us.
Yep.
Shit, I don't know what this guy's doing. I have to investigate.
DJ, have you put together a big welcome back celebration for tonight?
Define welcome back celebration.
No.
I can't answer your question.
Fair enough.
Sure you can.
Nah, it's just gonna be same old. We, talking shit. Got a couple of put some new skins on some things. But other than that, it's gonna be our return to form in the mix tonight, 9 p.m. We were on hiatus for the summer. I'm excited to talk with my dudes. Like we don't talk every day already, but to talk on my guys.
I'm not talking to you for months.
Yeah, so it's gonna be gonna be good, man. I'm excited to have us all on and talk shit. Probably gonna be like a review of the summer type stuff, and I don't know. I'm just happy to get in front of the camera and like talk shit.
Well, I hope you have plans, because if you don't, I'm bringing my plans, because so much has transpired since you've been away. Since you've been away from In the Mix, and I figured I there's plenty of things that I can come up with.
Yeah,
we can do a return to form and it get canceled in 2025 in the same night.
I'm with it.
Why waste time?
Exactly.
Yeah. Like first and last show. Let's go. The premiere and the finale all in one.
What are you giving away? I know you shared it on social media.
Thanks, right?
Yeah, at 9 p.m. What am I giving away? Just the links box. So the July, August links box was combined into one giveaway for today. So we got 2 slabs and then a couple of books. I'll probably add some more books to that, but 2 slabs and then a couple of books. Probably like a $300 value in that.
And how long do I have to watch a show to obtain that?
You would have to join the channel membership. It's only for the channel membership.
It's only the channel membership, and no one has gifted me one yet.
And no one has gifted you. So yeah, it's only for the channel members. I don't think I'll have something for. Well, no, I'll have the biggest prize for the non-channel members.
That's bad for you all.
No, I don't. Today is just for the channel memberships.
Okay. Am I allowed to watch if I'm not a member?
No,
absolutely.
No.
It's
No.
not.
Close
it's
your
not like
eyes.
a private stream or anything.
You
like
can
that.
listen, but you can't watch.
Non-channel members get a Texas Roadhouse gift certificate.
Are you
Burke said, I know a thing or two about getting canceled. Yes, you got canceled by Super Mario. Nintendo canceled our boy.
Oh yeah.
I won't be watching.
Big Nintendo came for Burke.
Yeah, well, Burke was getting his bootleg on in the theater.
No, Big Nintendo came for him for
Why
the way he reviewed Mario. Had nothing but good things to say about it. And they're like, this doesn't work for us. You got to go.
But it was footage from in the theater, no? That's what it was?
I don't think so. No, it's just the way he clipped stuff. Like Big Nintendo was hardcore on him. I don't think he was filming in the theater. I don't believe so.
For some reason,
Nintendo is one of those great corporations.
You got to watch out for Big Nintendo.
Yo, for some reason, I thought it was
I could be wrong.
Shaped controller at you.
Steven with the sleeves can verify, but I thought he just took clips like from the trailer or whatever. It was a trailer review, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was literally a trailer review.
Burke and I, we both got demonetized at the same time.
Yeah, there it is. It was a clip from the movie. He clipped it. Yeah.
Okay. Why
Big Nintendo don't play. They're up there with Big Disney.
It's true.
Yeah, I should start giving out Maniac Cop posters.
Yeah, do it.
As punishment?
One of these days, T-Dubs. One of these days. Bang, zoom to the moon.
Any of y'all caught on to this K-pop Demon Hunter craze?
I have no idea what this is.
Okay, but have you heard? Is this the first time you've heard those words spoken in that order?
I saw it on Netflix.
I
saw it, and then
Can you remove me from the big screen?
No.
I said to myself, "Wow, K-pop Demon Hunter. That sounds terrible."
Yeah, I thought the same thing. So when I was on vacation this past summer, my oldest, she's like, "Hey, y'all got to watch this movie." I'm like, "I'm not watching that. That looks ridiculous." And it is. Don't get me wrong, but it's like probably one of the best kids movies that's been made in a long, long time. And it performed so well on Netflix that they took it to the theater. They ended up releasing it in the big screen a couple of weeks ago. And it outperformed a lot of other stuff by people that have already seen it. There's merch that's being made now. There's sing-alongs for it. It's like you know how Frozen just took over. Like Frozen was so well received at the time that like even if you didn't watch it, you're aware of the Let It Go song and this and that. There's a lot of song numbers in it that are sung, and it's good. It's good. It's not like I would never watch it on my own. I would never recommend any of y'all just to go watch it. But if you're interested, check it out. You'd be pleasantly surprised by how good this kids movie is, especially like I'm not into anime culture or K-pop culture, and I still enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah, I saw the trailer, like you know when you hover on Netflix, so I let the trailer play, and I'm not interested in it in the least. That's just one of those things where I hate fun.
Dude, you'd have no. There should be no. If you hovered over that and said, "Yo, this looks interesting," I would put you on the list Taylor was building on all of us earlier. Like you belong on a list if that's your natural reaction as an adult.
I was just like, this is what people are talking about. Because whenever somebody's talking about something, I want to see what they're talking about. So I was just like, yeah, this is definitely not for me.
Yeah, it's like my bro.
I like that cover.
Steve's even hearing Steven with the sleeves is even hearing songs on the radio. Like it's a phenomenon. It's a phenomenon.
Like a phenomenon.
Phenomena.
Yeah, you said it's for kids. What would you say is like the target age group?
So both of my kids, all three of my kids love it, like absolutely love it. So Monkey is 5, Finn is about to be 8, and Emma just turned 18, and all of them love it and get different things from it.
Nice.
Like Finn and Monkey just sing along to the songs, and my oldest sings along to them, but she picks up more on like the culture because like you follow a band, like, and the band members are also demon hunters in the way that they protect the earth or through like the coded songs they sing that have blanketed the earth for eons and generations, going back to like feudal Japan type shit. You know what I mean? It's got like this really, it has really cool lore to it. So like they get different stuff out of it. So I think the target audience is pretty wide, to be honest with you. And it's something that as adults you can easily stomach. A lot of kids' movies are hard to sit through. It's not hard to sit through this one while your kids are rewatching it ad nauseum.
I would
the
say
movie I've watched time and time again in the past month with my niece and nephew has been The Bad Guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. I still got to see the second one.
Bro, like I want to watch that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, animation is really good too.
The voice acting is just like the zingers from great voice actors. Just really
like I want to watch that. I thought Zootopia 1 was phenomenal.
I didn't watch Zootopia.
I'm on the list now.
You're on the list, yeah. I did it.
I saw in the theater. I went and saw Caught Stealing with Austin Butler and Matt Smith, the Mohawk.
Yeah, because stealing when I was 5.
It was pretty good. It was it kind of dragged in the middle, but it's like a long, dark. It's a Darren Aronofsky movie, so it's got some darkness, but it was pretty damn skippy. I recommend it.
I 1000% agree with Steven with the sleeves. The Greatest Showman is by far my favorite musical as well.
Really?
Me too, but I love bearded ladies.
I know other people who love that, who just absolutely love
Like
the song and the whole movie.
I enjoy musicals. There's just something about The Greatest Showman. I've watched that movie more times than I can count. My kids can sing the entire. It might be.
Can you compare that to Les Miserables with Hugh Jackman's performance?
I don't know if that's necessarily fair. I think just the tone and the content of Greatest Showman makes it more enjoyable. It's a more fun environment. Les Miserables, it's a little more dramatic. You know what I mean? Greatest Showman's a little bit more festive, more fun.
I like Chicago a lot. That's only because of the John C. Reilly song.
I think The Greatest Showman is like just everything. Like I don't know. You get more into it. Les Mis is kind of sad to me.
Les Mis. Oh my God!
Les
When
Mis
Anne
is so
Hathaway
good.
was singing and she was like crying and shit. With her
I've never seen Les Mis
That's why
except
she
for
won
the
an
T-shirts
Oscar.
of fat ugly girls in high school.
Dude, Zac Efron kills it too, man. Zac Efron, he's one of those actors that like every time he's in something, like God damn, he did good in that. He like everything, the dramatic roles, the comedy roles, the musical roles, like everything. I never saw a single thing of him in High School Musical, but knew him as the High School Musical kid.
Yeah. Would you consider a Star Is Born, the last one with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, a musical?
Lady Gaga? No.
Lady Gaga.
It's not a musical.
It's a great movie.
It's a movie about musicians. It's not a musical.
What about Joker 2, The Jokering?
Man, fuck
that. That's a musical.
I never saw it.
They both have Lady Gaga.
Moulin Rouge was great, and also my favorite, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Shout out to Jesus Christ.
I like Cats the movie.
That in the theater on my birthday one time, and guess who was playing Jesus Christ?
You?
The same dude
Steve
who
Coogan
plays it in the actual movie, Jesus Christ Superstar musical.
Taylor, did you say you watched the new Cats movie?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I want to watch it out of sheer curiosity, and I still haven't seen it. Like
my favorite musical is Little Shop of Horrors.
Memories is one of Memories is like such an iconic song.
My favorite musical is South Park, the movie, bigger, longer on time.
Blame Canada.
Oscar
my kids, my kids brought home a
a
little music box from my mom's house last time they were hanging out with her last weekend, and they were so proud of it. They thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And I didn't think about that, but there's music boxes around the house my whole time growing up, around this house, my grandma's house. You don't really see them anymore. Like it's not a thing. It's not a novelty. It's not, you don't see them in stores or anything like that. So they brought home a little music box thinking it was the coolest thing in the world. And we sat down at dinner and they wanted to play it for us, and they turned it on. And I'm like, oh my God, it's playing Memories, which is like Cats is my mom's favorite musical of all time. Yeah. So I had to pull up, God, what is that woman's name that played
Shelley?
It might be
Lorraine.
Plays the old cat.
I think we're getting. She's like super. You know,
Stacy.
I'm about to go down this rabbit hole. When Britain's Got Talent, that most famous lady from decade ago,
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle, when she came on there, Elaine Page. She's like, I want to be like Elaine Page. She was like a super famous.
Don't you mean Ellen Page or Elliot Page?
Maybe, could be, or all three. But I think that's who's saying that originally in Cats. But yeah, I had to show them that performance, and they thought it looked cool. People dressing up as cats is always cool for kids, I guess. It was cool for me growing up.
I stay dressing up as a cat at these furry conventions.
Anybody watch the Spielberg West Side Story?
Oh, that was amazing.
I haven't seen it yet.
You love it, Drew. Were you going to?
I liked West Side Story when I was younger because it had. I mean, it was a musical, so don't get me wrong. It wasn't cool, but it did have switchblade fights, which is the best thing that a musical could ever.
Yeah, I've seen the original one plenty of times.
Sweeney Todd, switchblade fights. I mean,
those are straight razor.
Todd, though, the music is just not good.
Sweeney Todd.
Producers.
My daughter was obsessed with that movie when they released the film version of Sweeney Todd. She was obsessed with it, and she was way too young to be watching that garbage. But I'm a bad parent, so she watched that shit, and I can just tell you right now, like, it's not. The music is objectively terrible. It's just not a good musical.
That's one of the few. The Quest with Van Damme, Sweeney Todd, and I think there was Basketball. The only 3 movies I've ever walked out on.
Basketball is so good.
I hated Sweeney Todd.
When did you walk out? At what point?
When the credits rolled. I don't know. I mean, when it started, bro. I thought it was horrible.
It wasn't good.
You're horrible.
But Basketball is an all-time great film.
Watch it for 30 minutes to get a good feel for it.
I walked out of Basketball. I couldn't do it. Basketball, but it was funny because I went to a double feature, and I think right before it was Halloween. One of the Halloweens. I think it was the one with Josh Hartnett. I think, and then right after
Halloween.
No, not that one. The one with H2O. And then so that was first, and then Basketball, and then I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this?
There's one good Halloween movie, and it's called Halloween.
I've only walked on a movie. I walked on Stigma.
I agree. And I think that Rob Zombie directed it.
The Rob Zombie Halloween is not a bad movie, but it's not a good Halloween movie.
I think it's a good movie and a good Halloween movie. What didn't you like about it? Because I know that's a highly divisive movie.
It just doesn't carry the original spirit. It's like, it's one of those things for me, like, you can't explain too much about Michael Myers or he loses his luster. Like, he needs to be, it needs to be like, oh, he was a madman and we don't know that much more about him. And that's really all you need. I think that the more lore that you pour into that, the more holes there are in him being like a mythical monster.
Well, I think that that's one thing that I think that they did good with it is they just kind of elevated what that mysticism is because even in the original, it's her brother. So you know that he was born, that like he was a kid with her in the house for a while. You don't see a large part of his life. They didn't take out and they even the Rob Zombie one, you even have Loomis doing seminars on like this almost like this supernatural level of evil that persists in certain human beings that we can't explain. Where does it come from? What is it? So they have it in the movie, and then you just see it present in Michael. You just get to see him in places and situations that you didn't before. I thought that was.
I'm not vehemently opposed to it. I just don't think that it's on the level of the original, and I think that it's not on the level of the original because I think it gives you too much context. Mm-hmm. There's a certain vagueness to the first film that is terrifying, right? Whereas it's like the more you delve into it, the more humanity you kind of give Michael Myers and explaining why he's not a monster.
I agree with you.
Explaining why he is a monster, you add humanity to the character.
Yeah, it's like your imagination is going to be more scary than what they're going to show you.
Agreed.
1000%. That's why with Halloween, was it 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, where they started giving his backstory and the Sam Hain cult and all that stuff? Totally threw it out the window. Like, I don't want a backstory to this guy. I just want him to be a killer for the sake of being a killer.
And he was in Rob Zombie.
Season of the Witch is probably the best.
I think that he was
nothing to do with this series. So
whether you enjoyed seeing that era of his life, he was just a killer for the sake of being a killer from the time he was a child, like beating kids with sticks, killing animals. Like he was inherently evil, and why we don't know. And it's It was just in him.
I blame his mother.
That was brutal.
She did something to fuck that kid up.
And then with the Rob Zombie thing, like I don't know.
Breastfed him with the left titty. That's the problem.
Like I
went bad.
Wow, I enjoyed Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. Part 2, I hated, but I didn't like the fact that it was too much like House of a Thousand Corpses or whatever. Like everyone is just like trailer park trash. Like I didn't want to see that, and then all the screaming in the house, and it was just.
See,
like,
I loved House of a Thousand Corpses. What a great fucking movie!
I saw that movie in theaters when it came
too.
out with me and my dad. Like that was an experience right there.
No, so I enjoyed House of a Thousand Corpses. I enjoyed The Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects is
amazing.
I
from Hell is
enjoyed
terrible.
That. Yeah, but I still enjoyed it. I didn't like that skin applied to the Halloween universe.
Yeah.
Like,
did y'all see 31?
Oh, that's the one with the clowns?
That's the one where the rich people they have the hunting party.
With the clowns and shit, right?
Yeah, they're just different stuff, but there are some clowns in it for sure.
And with the there's like a little person clown and stuff. Like I just feel they all dressed up. Yeah, that was
In
actually
one of the kill rooms. That was good. Richard Brake is a creepy son of a bitch.
Yes, he was in Halloween, right? He was the ambulance driver.
And he brought him in for 3 from Hell too, because Sid Haig passing and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Richard Brake. He was in the Hannibal prequel called Hannibal. He's a good actor, man. He just can bring that unnerving feeling to the screen when he's there.
Yeah, the only clown movie anyone ever needs is Killer Clowns from Outer
Killer
Space.
Clown for Outer Space. I love it. Yeah.
The only Hannibal anybody needs is Hannibal Rising, which that movie is creepy and terrible.
That's the one I'm talking about. The prequel Hannibal.
Yeah, where he's like they make him eat his sister.
Yeah, Richard Brake was one of the guys in one of the soldiers.
Yeah.
31 was good. I will recommend it. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
I like 31.
But bad movie good. Like, you know, it's gonna be a shitty movie, but it's gonna be fun, and you just want to go in for the kill.
Yeah, it's a B movie. Me and Pops have seen all of Rob Zombie's movies on the big screen. A lot of them are Fathom events when they bring them. But yeah, we have a tradition. We go see. We didn't see the Munsters. I don't know if they did the Munsters in Fathom event.
I don't think so.
Literally,
yeah, that movie's terrible.
Bro, like I shut it off like 15 minutes in. Like
I watched it. I
wanted to enjoy that movie.
Yo, me too.
I wanted to like that because I like
the kids enjoyed it. Like this was the first time we got like a oh my god, I guess like a PG Rob Zombie movie, right?
Dude,
like
that shit was horrible.
So if you're going in it for like your normal Rob Zombie thing, like you're not going to get it. But it was a cool. It had so many references and homages. It was like
whoever played Herman did a great job.
Yeah, and when the creature showed up in the dude, the whole cast was great.
It was just bad. Maybe if it was done in black and white, maybe, but I don't know. I couldn't get like literally in the first couple of minutes. I like shut that shit off. I was just like, yo, this is so bad.
Oh damn, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Do that,
but I enjoyed it. I like the weird hyper color aspect to it that they had going on, and it was
on actual ski slope, or that's a euphemism for he OD'd.
He was doing a bunch of coke.
I used to be a bartender, and one of my bartender people who were always there, one of my regulars, Rod Zombie, came to our bar, and he happened to be there, and he would sit next to this guy, and this guy asked Rod Zombie, he's like, "Why do you do like all this dark, dead stuff, And he said, "Because it sells." That's what they want.
Yeah, he was a carny growing up though too. Like his parents ran a carnival.
Really?
Him and his brother grew up as carnival kids.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of ingrained in him, and then they became an art school weirdo, and then a musician. Like, I mean, come on, keep being weird.
Real quick, Burke earlier said that he didn't see my reel this week of my pickups at Midtown Comics. I only picked up 4 books this week. I picked up 4 books in a trade, and I was like, I don't want to film this shit. There's only 4 books.
So much good stuff came out this week.
Yeah, it really did.
What did I pick up? I picked up Hyde Street Sisterhood, which is phenomenal. Phantom Road number 15, which is also phenomenal. Absolute Superman number 11, was it?
Yep.
And then something else. I forgot what the other thing was. Oh, Salmon Twitch, which I'm loving Salmon Twitch.
Batman number 1?
I did not get Batman #1.
Oh, it's
I
a
did
Batman #1.
But still,
Yeah.
man, like his like
same guy who wrote the Monster first TV show for Apple.
nah, pass on Batman #1. I don't know. It wasn't something that
Jimenez's art was
Solid.
fantastic.
Jimenez's art was solid.
Yeah, God, it looks good with the blue and gray, doesn't it?
Fraction is working really well with these characters so far. I like.
DJ, I put up a video like reviewing #1, and I flipped through the book and like explain what. Just watch that. You know, see if you want to get it or not.
I'm definitely not gonna get it. And then I
I'm
picked up
saying
this.
you can get the story, you can see the art, see if it's something that you want. I know you're not big on the big two starting new series right now.
Yeah, so I picked
Adam
up.
Hughes and titties.
Yeah, shout out to Evil Mike. Probably like Evil Mike and I have the exact same taste. It's insane. So I went back and I was just like, because I've always said I'm not a creator-driven like purchaser. I'm always like about the character. But then I looked up like what Doug Wagner has, and then this was something that I didn't have, so I picked this up. Doug Wagner is one of my favorite writers. He's all about the serial killers.
What else did he write? Is that the Maniac in New York guy or something?
No. So Doug did Vinyl,
Maniac Cop.
Plush, no, Vinyl, Plush, Plastic Death and Dolls, this thing. He's just like all about everything that he does involves serial killers, which is super dope. Not that I'm projecting or anything. No, oddly enough, there's not a lot of titties in these books.
The Ride is full of titties.
Yeah? Oh, I'm double excited now.
Yeah. It's Adam Hughes drawing bare titties. That's what.
Trick question. Eyes come in pairs. 2.
Yo, thank John giving out props.
You said that with so much confidence. I had to look at my notes again just to see you were wrong.
I needed more Tim Meadows in that episode, man.
Vigilante, how many people have you killed? I don't know, a shitload.
Yeah, I don't know. How many is a shitload? Why are you staring at me?
Have you guys read Plastic or any of those?
I like Plastic a lot. I kind of stopped reading shit halfway through the prequel, whatever that was. But
Death and Dolls.
Yeah,
Vinyl is really good. I would say Vinyl is probably one of the better ones.
Vinyl with the old guy kind of.
Yeah,
so that's a good one.
Yeah, So it's a spoiler alert. So it's an old dude and he's a serial killer. Long story short, he can only operate if he has his iPod on because the songs. It gets him in the mood to kill, whatever. And then once he loses that, you find out that he has Alzheimer's. And it's what so he's a serial killer with Alzheimer's. And it's just like, it's the songs that get him into that killing mood, which is
going to get to the point where he's looking for a victim, but he killed him last week. He's going to be walking around the park for days.
Yeah.
I heard most serial killers love the movie American Psycho, right?
I didn't like that movie.
American Psycho, but he uses music when he's killing. He uses music when he's doing his mass murder.
Yeah.
No, that's a good.
You like Julie Lewis in the news?
I'll be honest with you. When I watched American Psycho, that was a joke, by the way. When you was like, I don't like that movie, basically outing myself as a serial killer.
Excuse me, I have to return some videotapes.
Yeah, the book is one of my favorite books, and the movie is extremely watered down compared to the book.
That book is such a hard read, though.
Bruh, that shit is fire. Drew, come on, Drew.
Drew,
come on, Drew.
Bret Easton Ellis is a fantastic writer. But the problem with that is going into the mind of a psychopath the way that he does is just uncomfortable, and it's not a great place to stay for an extended period of time mentally. And I think that it's just very detail driven, and it was very hard read.
All jokes aside, when
just outed me as a serial killer person.
When Paul Dano wrote that mini series, The Riddler, which was like the backstory to his Riddler in the movie, that's how I felt reading that, because like they did such a good job of like going into the psyche of that character and what led him down that path to be that psychotic killer. You feel the descent, and it's a little discomforting at times.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if that was like what. It's one of my favorite books. The movie on the first watch, I didn't like it. A couple of watches later, I like really enjoyed it. I think which is wild because Christian Bale wasn't the first choice to play Patrick Bateman. It was actually like he auditioned. They told him no. It was actually Leo. Then Leo dropped out. Leo was, I think, cast. Then he dropped out.
Awful.
And then Christian Bale was like the.
No, I think Leo would have been great too.
Leo's awful in nothing.
He
I
would have
think
been.
Leo would have
the-
been awful. Yeah.
I think he was just
I
too
don't-
young at the
I don't
time.
have a taste for his boner the way Mark does, but I'm a fan.
I'm a
The
big fan of Leo.
the thing about the Christian Bale portrayal, though, is it added a level of levity and comedy to that movie that made it, I think, more palatable than the book is. I think there's
disagree.
this goofiness
There
to
was
him.
no comedy. I was not laughing during that movie.
No,
That
there's
movie
this.
was- no.
I don't know. He's
No,
got this
there's-
cheesiness.
There's some
to him.
goofy to it. It kind of reminds me
Yeah.
of Starship Troopers in a weird way.
Oh,
It
that's
reminded me
one
of
of my
Fight
all
Club
times.
in a weird way. The way he talks throughout the movie.
I don't know. I will laugh at that movie so much. I had a buddy, post high school, like college era, who would literally say to people at the bar when they were annoying, he'd say, "Excuse me," after return some videotapes and walk away from them. And it was never not hilarious. It was funny every single time. Reese Witherspoon is so incredibly gorgeous in that movie, and the way that he just has no time for her, that cracks me up. So much about that movie I think is hilarious.
There's in the book. So a lot of the vicious kills that are in the book obviously aren't in the movie. There's a kill in the book, and this is gonna sound pretty disgusting. So he finds a rat in its toilet, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck is this rat doing here?" So he takes the rat and puts it in a cage and starves it for like 2 weeks. So then he picks up a woman of the night, picks her up, puts her on a board, opens her up, and puts a tube and puts the rat in the tube, and the rat has to eat from down there in her body because the rat is starving, so it's eating, and then it comes out through her mouth. It was just like it's disgusting. So I just bought a tube off of Amazon.
Yeah, they used to do that with rat cages in the medieval
Simmer down,
times.
Richard Gere.
Have someone eat their face.
Yeah, like in Game of Thrones when they were torturing everyone at Highhorn. Was it?
They did it in Too Fast, Too Furious. Remember when they threw the guy down and put the rat on his stomach in the bucket, and then put the flame to the bucket to make the rat burrow away from
Oh, God.
They did that shit in Delta Force. They Chuck Norris.
Remember Richard Gere did that in Pretty Woman?
No, he did that on the set of Pretty Woman.
Yeah, that was a gerbil, and that was his anus.
Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Wings. Lemmy Wings.
I remember I watched what was that? Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Really, really young with my father. Right?
Leatherface, the chain. Yeah, that has
Yeah,
Viggo
and when
Mortensen
they're
in it.
scratching his head and eating skin.
Oh,
out
that's
of-
number 2. Yeah.
Okay, I saw 2 too. When I was really too young to be watching this stuff. And then my parents go out and I'm 9, and my brother says, "Hey, Stephanie, we're gonna watch a movie. Just don't tell mom and dad." Right?
You didn't
And
go,
I'm
you
9.
mad him?
That was
And
Bill.
I'm
That's actually Bill Mosley, a young Bill Mosley playing that part that's doing that. Otis from Rob Zombie stuff.
What's his name? Chop Top or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's like, "We're gonna watch a great movie." He turns on A Clockwork Orange.
Great movie.
That's a good one.
Maybe my favorite film of all time.
Yeah, starts off with a great rape scene. Immediately, my brother's just like, "Don't tell mom and dad."
It doesn't start off with a rape scene.
Yes, it does.
It builds
on
to
a
a rape
stage.
scene.
On a stage.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Where? Well, maybe I'm wrong. My memory is not.
It
good
takes
as I
some time to
thought.
get there.
Yeah, wasn't it there? They were like walking next to the water or something.
Well, that's about that's a few scenes into the film as well. So when they walk across, they're walking along like the fountain area, and he beats his buddy up for questioning his authority because he's the leader of the gang.
Gotcha.
Which is why they in turn turn against him later on.
Gotcha. I'm gonna make all the guys on In the Mix watch that.
It's a fantastic film about the nature of man.
Shout out to
and
man.
and the ability to be reformed.
It's just the part where he has his eyes shut, locked open.
Yeah,
Clockwork
he's on program.
Yeah, that inspired me to make many paintings of eyes that were like probed open, like in a scary way. Like it really affected me in my art, I think.
So he goes to the record shop and he picks up 2 girls as he picks up a Beethoven record, and he brings them back to his house and bangs them out to Beethoven. Like, that's great.
Yeah, you got to get it on.
The soundtrack was great. Yeah.
Good old Ludwig von.
Hell yeah, puts all the chicks in the mood.
All right, guys, I got to bounce. I actually have to do a little bit of work this morning. So
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, have you made any paintings lately?
Well,
I was going to ask you real quick.
I have one commission I have to do, but I know I'm not in a hot minute. So
no, okay.
The nude I put up on my Instagram is a little bit is one of my older ones, but
yeah,
I need to get back to it. I have a friend that might be posing for me this weekend. We'll see. So
that's okay. Your nude was fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Bravo.
T-dubs, go fuck yourself.
I planned on it, and I'll think of you.
Paint that.
How did I get here?
Paint that.
Oh man.
all right, yeah, I'm about to bounce. Get ready for the day. Knock out some errands before I got to go pick up the kiddos. We have a glow party tonight at their school. It's the annual rave for the little ones.
A glow party at your house?
No, at the school they have like open up the gym and they sell a bunch of glow sticks and stuff to make money, and the kids dance around or go play on the playground.
You guys on light switch duty? You just sit there and flick it up and down.
No,
I'm on
seizures galore.
You know all these like videos you can see online of like baseball catchers getting just ran over by the guy running home.
Yeah.
You as a parent at these functions, you just stand there and try to prevent your kid from being the catcher, because you have these psychopathic kids they come to a glow party, but they run around like hyenas and have nothing to do with anything that's there. There'll be 3 to 5 of them that just run around and run into people, and every 3 to 5 minutes a kid's crying or injured from them running into them. And those parents of those kids are just sitting on the side, not paying attention, not giving a shit. It's weird.
Just teach your kids the importance of mosh pit etiquette.
Do you have those weird kids like in the corner, all shady, giving out like tabs of candy at the rave?
No, not at this age. They just don't go to the event.
Oh, okay.
At this age, the kids there are all having fun, whether they're there dancing or they're out on the playground or whatever.
Mark just stands there with a taser dropping kids.
No, I just put my foot out.
That's
There's
hilarious.
nobody selling hits off a juicy drop pop.
Oh shit! Yeah, take a lick and pass.
Yeah, my kids normally like to go in there, waste my money buying glow stick items, and then immediately say, let's go outside of the playground.
Yeah.
And they just spend all their time outside the playground, which is fine because I don't want to sit in there and listen to the music anyway. So me and the wife just get to sit there and hang out while they just play on the playground for an hour or two.
Is it like techno versions of like kids bop music?
Yeah.
No, surprisingly, it's just the actual versions most of the time. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
like
why is wet ass pussy playing on the speakers right now?
They need more electronic music.
There's some
I don't dance. I don't dance unless the music sounds like a dial-up modem fucking a fax machine.
Yeah. Well, this is the place for you, Drew.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my niece and nephew
tonight.
tonight, so we're going to the bounce house.
Nice. Tonight, 9 o'clock, In the Mix returns. We'll be talking about everything We'll be talking about everything from the biggest summer movies to the deepest hidden labyrinths under the Giza Plateau. Who knows? All of that and more tonight at 9 o'clock In the Mix. See y'all there.